What's up? Welcome to the Bully Movement Podcast. I'm your host, Stats, California Supreme Bullies, your favorite breeder's favorite breeder. I'm here with my co-host, Mi Familia Bullies, Chucho, and we got our guest from Cali Livin Kennels, our boy Rich. We're also here with Golden Gate Kennels again, Isaac. What's up, everybody?
What's cracking, fellas?
What's going on?
So, like the last episode, we're going to start it off with a shot.
Yes, sir. Got to.
Pour something up.
Ando. Sheesh.
Mm. Well, probably 2 times this.
I'll double up.
You want to take a double shot?
Gotta warm up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, fellas. Go ahead, pass that down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it going. Cheers. Appreciate you for doing it, Rich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate
Cheers.
you guys for having me.
Cheers, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
Go to it. So, I'm sure your throat's burning, so let's get started. I mean, you're the star of the show tonight, so we're going to start with you, Rich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to give us a little bit about, just tell us a little bit about Cali Living Kennels.
Cali Living Kennels, started off as just pets, having a couple pets, 2 pets we bought from one of our boys that was doing dogs. We've known for a long time. Ended up just getting a little Merle boy and a little chocolate and tan female, and never thought of breeding them or nothing like that, just just some pets for my girl. And
Yeah.
ended up going to a show. My cousin Nate and Merced.
Shout out Nate.
Yeah, shout out Nate. Yeah, hell yeah. He got me into like going to the shows and actually seeing, talking about Frenchies and XB blood and stuff back 5-6 years ago, 2019, and
Yeah.
when it was really first starting to pop off. And yeah, we went to a show, and I can't forget exactly where it was, but it was right after, I think, Battle of the Bay. And
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't a crazy.
Do you know where it
big
was
show.
at?
I can't remember. The first show was a long
Okay.
time ago. It might have been somewhere by the Bay. It wasn't Battle of the Bay, but it was like one right after that.
Invade the Bay.
No, yeah, Invade the Bay. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Invade the Bay, but it was one right after that. And we pulled up. We got a little booth there, $150 for the booth, and we ended up didn't have nothing. We didn't have no booth or nothing like that.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
setup or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was just.
Oh, you pulled up with your dogs?
Yeah, yeah.
Too?
We pulled up
Okay,
with the
hell
dogs
yeah.
we just bought, bro. Like, not even.
Yeah.
Just to go check shit out. My cousin's was into the breeding. He did English bulldogs and stuff like that. Ended up getting into the bullies.
Yeah.
And then we went to the show, went in, set up real quick, came back out to come grab the dogs out of the AC, and somebody yells my cousin's name, "Hey, Nate," and we're like, "What the hell? Who's that?"
Yeah.
It's Hav.
Oh, okay.
Hav pulls up to the show. Boom, opens up.
Shout out
shout
Cali
out
Connect.
Cali Connect. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he caught my attention that day. We pulled up. He jumped off the car, and he had 2, I think they were beef daughters, bro, back in the day.
Okay.
I can't remember what their names were, but yeah, he had 2, nice females, and he had Juice. And when I seen those dogs, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
those are the type of dogs that I want, Juice just came up, running up to me and started doing circles around me, and I'm like, fuck,
That's crazy.
that's sick,
Yeah, yeah. It's like a different look than what you
Exactly.
had seen already.
Exactly. I was used to like color dogs and
Yeah.
Merles and stuff like that, and then my cousin's telling me about these XBs and Frenchies, and I Invade the Bay. It was a good show off and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we ended up seeing Juice just right there, and stood out to me right then and there. Boom, like
Yeah.
instantly, like, damn, like that's a dope dog. Like that's the kind of dogs that I want.
Hell yeah.
Ended up going through the whole show. Couldn't really see anything like that, that I really,
Oh,
that really
okay.
caught my eye
Yeah, yeah.
at the show either, So it was funny, bro. Right when we left there, the next day, both of those females that I bought one female and one male starting off from my buddy.
Yeah.
And she was about a year and some change. And like a week before the show, 4 or 5 days before the show, I bought another female from Motown Rudy. Shout out Motown Rudy for blessing
Yeah,
me
shout
with
out
a
Rudy.
female. She shot me a lot of puppies on her first and second litter that I had with her, and
Hell yeah.
ended up retiring her after that. And we actually ran her to Juice. She came in. Both of the females came in the heat the day after the show.
Oh,
So I
wow.
was like, oh man, it's cracking, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I'm like, man, what's
You're like, I
up?
could get used to this.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn, and fucking, I just uh, I just remembered Juice, you know, and I'm like, man, like, I need to check that boy out. But my,
Yeah.
my cousin's telling me about like, oh, Gold Blooded, you know, Gold
Yeah.
Blooded got some nice studs, Poncho's out right now, you know, like a Kobe. You know, I remember I wanted to
Yeah.
go check out Kobe, but at the time I was a new guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I think I said that in the last episode.
Yeah.
yeah.
That one of like a big regret of mine is that I almost like kind of shined you.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
I
I'm
remember.
saying?
Yeah, I mean, you're not shining me. It was
I
just
didn't,
you
but I didn't
know
make it
who
a
I was,
priority.
you know,
I
never,
didn't make it a priority.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I
Yeah.
should have.
Nah, for sure.
So you mentioned Juice, and you mentioned like, your cousin pointing you into, certain directions. Do you remember like a specific dog other than Juice that maybe you seen on Instagram or something like that was a dog early on that you were like, oh shit, like I want to go that direction?
I like Deuce and Brandy a lot too. Like
Okay.
at the time, that was like the XB stars that I was seeing. You know, like,
Right.
ripped up, just crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Were they at that show?
they weren't at that show. They were at
Okay.
the Invade the Bay. That's where I see them
Yeah.
at.
That's what I was gonna say because they were at Invade the Bay. I
they were at
remember.
Invade the Bay. My cousin was there, and he was showing me the dogs
Yeah.
on FaceTime and stuff. And I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. You know what I
And I
mean?
remember they were at Invade the Bay because we was trying to walk down Brandy with Lil Tay.
Yeah.
Damn, is that long
It
ago?
was that long ago.
I still
And-
got
and-
Deuce locked in myself.
Do you? Hey, we need that gargoyle. Shout out Gargoyle.
Someone else produced them.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Oh, yeah,
Gargoyle
yeah.
has them now, I
Yeah,
believe.
he got some.
Evolutionary.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Remember, I couldn't think
Julio,
of
I think.
Is it Julio?
Shout out
I think it's
Evolutionary,
Julio.
man.
Okay,
That's some
okay.
Dope shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Brandy and
Those
Deuce,
were like the eye catchers, you
yeah,
know. And then
shredded dogs, yeah.
They were small.
know,
I could see it, yeah.
and then it was Juice, and then I kind of just like, I had two females in heat, and
Yeah.
I hit up Hav. He had Juice, and I didn't want to run them both to the same dogs either, and so I did a little shopping and stuff, and then,
Yeah.
from what I was still new, you know.
Should have came to
green.
Kobe.
Yeah, I was still green. Yeah. Should have came to Kobe. Yeah. If you would have let me, shit,
I
I
know,
would
man.
have, you know.
Shit.
But yeah, just everything works out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And fucking,
Yeah.
it ended up turning out good because I got, I think I want to say, it was like 7 puppies off of Juice and 5 puppies off of Poncho. And
Yeah.
I ended up making like 55 bands off my first litter. You know,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
of those puppies were clefts, so I had like 8 puppies. I sold 5 for like 55 bands, co-owned 2 of them, and pet homed 1, and
Hell yeah.
ended up making a bag off of fucking something
Hell
I
yeah.
never knew was even possible. You
Right.
know, like
And then that sparked it.
sparked it all.
Okay, so let's move on let's move forward from there. So you take that, you make that bag. What's your thought process moving forward? Like, what are you thinking after you move that, or after you make that bag?
After I made that bag, I just wanted to keep investing into doper stuff. You know, like the stuff that I was eventually trying to create. Like
Yeah.
just basically skip a little level and reinvest the whole bag. You know, I went
Right.
and put a deposit on.
You're trying to jump the line.
Mazikeen and Dosey, you
Yeah.
know, and then that's kind of like when Unk jumped in too, you know. Unk's like, shit, I see, you know, you made a bag
Yeah.
off of that, you know, like, what's up? Like, let me, you know, let's get in on it and we'll fucking come up, you know. And that's
Yeah.
just basically how it happened, bro. We fucking started investing heavy.
We got to rapping, and that's how it happened.
You know what I'm saying? Ended up fucking dropping bags on dogs and stud fees, like 300
Yeah.
bands the first year, you know, and just
Yeah.
went all in deep. And, you know, we bought some of the dopest shit on the market. We set the market at the time, really, you know, if you want to
Yeah.
keep it real. Like, shit, we were the ones, you know, dropping the big bags, buying dogs that
At a high
people
ticket.
wanted, but couldn't drop the bag. And we would drop the bag or, you know,
Yeah.
just offer the bag that motherfuckers couldn't resist, you know? So,
Right.
You know, when you want something that much, you're going to go out and pay for it or go and get it, you know, no matter
Yeah.
what. Like,
So that's something that we had talked about off camera, and I had, told you that I kind of wanted to touch on,
yeah.
because you did come in making a splash, and you did come in spinning bags.
Oh, for sure.
So, with that being said, is there anything like, do you regret spinning those bags, or I guess not regret spinning those bags, but would you have went about it differently knowing what you know now?
Yeah, I would have went about it a little differently. The first bags that I spent, I really wasn't tripping off of because it was all off of, you know, total 5-10 bands, you know, that
Yeah.
I had invested in the female, and I had the first 2 Frenchies were on payment, so it wasn't really nothing. You know, the first
Yeah.
female was 5 bands, and I spent 5 and 5 bands for both of the stud fees. So, like, I made 40 plus, you know, profit.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a couple dogs to show for still that were mine, and so that I really wasn't tripping. I was making money already, you know, making $1,000 a day, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really wasn't tripping off of the dog money or anything like that. You
Yeah,
know? I was
yeah.
just trying to get shit that I really liked, you know, like that was
Yeah.
what I really liked, that look, you know, and we ended up reinvesting that whole bag. What I really would have done differently was probably once I got established a little bit, I probably would have just slowed down on the buying, you know, because it kind of just made it a lot on everyone, you know, like there was sacrifices from everyone, his girl, my mom, everyone.
Yeah.
We're revolving our whole entire family's lives around these dogs, basically, you know, like we're spending 300 bands on dogs. Like this
Right.
this is what we're doing. You
Right,
know? Like,
right.
This is it. We're not doing our old thing. You know, we're all in. You know,
Yeah.
like this is what's gonna happen.
And I mean, 300 bands, especially like in our area. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a lot of
exactly.
money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a lot
like
of money.
at that time in 2019, like 300 bands, like that's a house. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, that and it wasn't all at once, but it was throughout the first whole year. You know, spending. Bought Mazikeen for 20 bands. Bought Dosey for 20 bands. Bought Quinn for 12 bands. Bought Rizzo for 30 bands. Bought Raya for 30 bands. You know,
Yeah.
paid 25 bands to breed for Don. Paid 30 bands to breed to Chucky. You know, 5 bands to 5 bands to Juice. 5 bands to Poncho.
yeah.
You know, locking in a whole bunch of other dogs. Snub, we haven't got to use him yet. You know,
Yeah.
whole bunch of dogs, bro.
Yeah.
That we were just. What I would say was like we kind of didn't rush, but we went all in. You
Right,
know? And
right.
while
Yeah.
you go all in, this thing is like a timing thing. The breeding is like a timing thing. You know, like
that life is
yeah,
life. is a
life
timing
in
thing.
general
Yeah.
is a timing thing. You know, so like.
It don't matter
It
if you-
evolves. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It don't matter if
Yeah.
you're breeding dogs, selling dope, growing tree,
It's all
timing.
Yeah, exactly. It's all in the timing.
buying Bitcoin. You know,
Yeah.
it's timing.
And I mean, like when we probably got in at the high, you know, and
Yeah.
and even though the shit went down or whatever it is, you know, like there was a hiccup in the whole economy as a whole.
100%.
You know,
Yeah, I hate when people say like the
in
dog
America.
game's down.
No, it's not
Yeah.
the dog game. It's
Yeah.
America.
I always say
You
it.
know,
I'm like, bro, ask
Everything.
car salesman, ask your barber, ask your local taco truck owner. Like, bro, it's down.
yeah, packs used
So-
to go for 4 bands, you know, and then they went for 28, 24, 2 bands, 18, 16, 15. Now they're at 1,000, you know, 800, you know, like.
Except if you're out of state.
Yeah, except for well, even then, the Midwest is, you know.
Yeah,
the Midwest
Oklahoma
is taking
fucked up the
over
game.
Oklahoma and fucking
Now
up
the internet
Midwest
fucked the
and-
game up,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
we going.
Yeah, no, that's for
we're
sure.
going off topic, but
Yeah, but it's just the same thing, you know. Like
yeah, a game is game.
the game is game.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's not. It's in you. You know what I mean? You can't make the bag back without having it in you, having the hustle in you, having
Yeah.
the drive, the fire,
100%.
the want. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
like it's just when you do something, you have to go all in. You have to give it your all and keep it rocking and believe in yourself and what you got going, and everything will work, bro. Like,
100%.
God will always, you know what I'm saying, make sure when you need it the most, he's gonna come through, you know, and that's just how it rocks. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
And see that, like everything you just said right now, like to be honest, from like me to you, like that's why I wanted to bring you on here. That's why I wanted to get you back here because, you know, I don't know. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen the clip from the first episode where I'm saying like, bro, I'm trying to light the passion back.
yeah, that's
You know what I'm
what it's all
saying?
about.
I'm trying to bring Cali Livin's passion back. I want
Yeah.
Rich to be like, you know what? We went all in, and we gonna keep going.
Yeah, no, for
You,
sure.
So-
you felt like you lost a little bit of passion?
I didn't feel like I lost passion. I just felt like I lost the passion to express the shit on the internet a lot, you know,
Yeah.
because the internet is a lot of monkey see, monkey do, you know. There are a lot of it's a lot of negativity. It's nothing really positive going, so I didn't really want to input my own thing, and I'm a real one, and if you know something that I don't like pops up, or you know I'm gonna get at the person, or you know I'm gonna express the way I feel about something. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything or try to hold something back because of, you know, whoever it is or whatever it is. You know, like, so that's why I kind of just fell off the internet for a minute, you know, like on the IG and stuff. But
well, we back, baby.
Yeah,
we back.
No, it's good. I just started a job too, so like that's a whole nother thing. Like I'm trying to get, you know, generational wealth for the kids, you know, get benefits for my family.
Doing real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing real life
shit too. You know, not just the dogs, you know. It's always better to have 2-3 hustles than just, you know,
guaranteed.
one hustle or trying to, you know, put your all in one thing.
Yeah, one stream of income ain't it.
Ain't it at all.
Especially nowadays, you know what I mean? With this economy.
Exactly. I'm trying to have my girl be on the, you know, be at the house, you know, chilling without having to fucking work, you know, like that type of stuff. Have my kids set up, you know, like.
Yeah.
That's the only thing right now is I've been working, you know, 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts, so it kind of takes a lot out of me, bro. Like.
Hell yeah.
With the promotion stuff, it's kind of hard to keep up with so many dogs and actually get promotion. When we do something, we're doing all the dogs' nails, all the dog showers, all the, you know, we're not kind of stop and take a video anymore. Like before, when he had 6 dogs, 8 dogs, it's you know, we got plenty of time, you know what I mean? Like, but when you got 12, 15 dogs and you got a facility to maintain and everything like that, it's a it's a little bit more of a
it's a job.
And it's a job.
It's really
it's a lifestyle, bro. You know,
you touched it, because that is something that I wanted to touch on, baby, because it ain't a job. I don't clock in. We don't clock in. We live this shit.
We live it 24/7.
So,
you know? Like,
this is a lifestyle.
It's just
my boy Isaac right here. I don't know how he does it, bro. Fuck it.
I got employees.
He's 24. But still,
I'm trying to get like you, bro.
You live it.
I got family members that help me out too, but still, it's just so much. Like,
which you speaking of family members, you said something a couple minutes ago, and you mentioned your girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to your girl. I seen so many times at the dog shows, bro.
Oh yeah.
Her taking shit down, putting shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So
all of our
shout out.
Bro. My family's.
But really.
You guys used to pull up
set up,
all of you guys,
and breaking it down, and you know what I'm saying. So. You know, shout out.
We're very family orientated, bro. Like, you know, like when we let you in our circle, it's you're one of us.
Yeah,
you know like you're gonna be treated with the most dignity and respect, and you know that you can get. You know, and we're gonna try and uplift and bring positivity to everybody so that we can all win. You know, like that's what it's all about, is winning. You know, like I don't want to be with somebody that wants us to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to fucking succeed in life and
guaranteed
build
in all aspects.
Yeah, exactly. Generational wealth for the family. You know, for all of our families. You know, and
hell yeah. Something you mentioned earlier, you mentioned breeding to a particular dog from a particular camp that I happen to produce. He goes by the name of Chucky.
Slider.
How'd that work out for you?
That worked out great.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, it worked out great.
Hey, hold on. Real off topic. I guess on topic, but let me cut you real quick. Do you remember what I told you about that breeding? Do you remember I discouraged you?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I discouraged him about that breeding because I had done a similar breeding, and to me it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
No, for sure.
So he was doing the breeding he was doing was similar. So I was kind of like
Yeah.
And
I
then
tried to buy that credit from Sal as well.
You tried to buy it too? Man, that's crazy.
And he's like, let me think about it. And then the next day I asked him again. He said, nah, bro, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Wow.
And I think I wanted to run that to Hazelnut. That's why I was
wow.
I tried to buy a credit off
Sal,
Stats too.
you played my boy. You played my boy Isaac, and you owe him a credit. That's crazy.
I tried to buy a credit off Chucky off you too.
What's up?
You remember I tried to buy a credit off you off Chucky, the one that you sold to.
Did you? That's all the treasure.
Yeah, treasure.
Yeah, I tried to buy it too.
From me?
Yeah, you told me you were like 10 bands. And I was like, oh, what's up? I'll get it tomorrow. And he was like, oh, I already talked to Treasure Bulls. He told me he's going to send the money Friday. You're like, if you don't shoot the money Friday, it's yours. Friday came, hit you up. He's like, oh, he shot the bread. Like,
yeah, he did.
And then he actually shot the Brinks truck after or some other shit. And I'm like, hey, shout out.
Sure did. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, he came in hot too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, he spent some bread at my house.
Yeah.
For sure, spent some bread at my house.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, so I mean that breeding, you know, after me discouraging, you know, I'm not perfect, okay? You know, I don't know everything. But my boy Rich followed through with the breeding, did it, and produced a particular dog, produced a pair of dogs, but produced a particular dog that was making noise and it still makes noise to this day, but was making noise in the show ring, on the internet for a long time.
Out of state too.
Out of everywhere. Yeah. So shout out to Hulk and you know, You have
yeah,
anything you
for
want to
sure.
touch on with Hulk?
Yeah, no, it was a blessing, bro. Getting that breeding, you know, being able to make that breeding actually happen. It was a, you know, it was a
We could say it worked out.
it worked out.
God damn,
Yeah,
it worked out.
It worked out. You know, like we ended up spending bag with Sal.
Yeah.
The first year. You
For
know,
that same
and,
credit.
Yeah, and he ended up blessing us with that credit, bro, and fucking you know, like, oh, he blessed us, but we paid for it, you know.
Yeah.
Dropped the bag for it, you know.
Yeah.
But you know,
That's a hell of a blessing.
yeah, no, it was blessed us both, you know.
Yeah, for
Spent
sure,
30,
for sure.
You know, made 300 on his first rounds of lock-ins, you know. So it was you know, shout out to Unc. Unc made that happen. I didn't have no 30 bands at the time, you know. My brother just fucking got caught up at the time, and we're facing, you know, some Fed charges and stuff like that, and ended up losing a lot of bread at that time, you know. And
shit wasn't good.
Shit wasn't going good, you know. But Chucky was my favorite dog, bro.
Yeah.
After I seen him, I'm like, oh, that's it, you know. Like I seen him at the Modesto show, and I'm like, bro, that's the fucking, you know, like that's who we need to breed to. Like that's the dog, you know. Like at the time, that was he was the dog, you know. Like not everyone knew either, though, you know. Like it wasn't like he was crazy popping everywhere, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
Which is crazy because you know the particular camp that had him swears that, you know, they made him, and you were saying nobody knew about him like that.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Nah, you know what happened?
Yeah, nah, he was at the show, bro. Like I seen him at the Modesto show that I believe AK Bullies was throwing, and
okay,
Yeah.
I seen him there, and
I don't think I went to that show.
I'm like,
oh no, you
man,
didn't.
Like that's the dog. Like, you know, like that's who we need to breed to. Like that's who we need to breed our baddest female to, and that's who, you know, that's our vision right there. You know.
Yeah.
Unc's like, well, what's up? You know, tell him, you know. And I'm like, bro, he's like at 20 bands, you know, for the stud fee. And he's like, well, tell him. We went up to him, told him, and he was like, I guess someone just bought the last stud fee for 30 bands or something. So he was at 50K now, you know. And I'm like, man, like we had 30 bands in the backpack. Unc showed him and everything. Was like, what's up? We got 30K, all blues, you know. And he was like, no, Chucky's at 50 now. So like, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of got me a little butthurt, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like we got 30 bands.
Yeah, you gonna
like,
turn down
ain't
30
gonna
right
take
here?
30 cash,
Blues?
You know, like.
Yeah.
So we ended up going back to the thing, like, man, like just hot, you know. And so I'm hitting everyone I know that week, like, what's up? You got a Chucky credit? You trying to sell a Chucky credit?
Yeah.
You know, like, I got Band-Aids for you, you know. Hit you up, and you told me you were selling that one for 10. And I hit up Sal, and he was like, yeah, I got one, bro, you know. But I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. I might run Little Tay to her.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up running tubs to Little Tay.
Yeah.
I think it was that. So he ended up selling it to me, bro, for the 30. And yeah, we ran it. Fucking Doki,
You know,
came in the heat.
What's crazy about that too is that I really was supposed to have 4 credits, and I only ended up with 2 because I didn't want to argue with dude. Because me and dude were kind of going back and forth about, you know, a situation with Chucky. I'll just leave it at that. And we were going back and forth, and I told him, like, you know what, bro, I ain't even gonna go back and forth with you. It is what it is. So you know, so I was really owed 4 credits to that, and I only I would have had 2 more because I used one and then I sold one to Treasure Bulls.
I would have been able.
And then I would have had 2 more. Yeah, Rich would have got that one. Yeah,
you would have got
one. Yeah, you might have got one too. Shit,
I would.
you know, who knows how it? Who knows how it worked out?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. That's another thing. You know, I like dropping shit that don't nobody know about. And
Yeah.
I remember
I was owed 4 credits to that. I had 4 credits to him, and I had 4 credits to Wagyu. I might have had 5 to Wagyu. I don't know.
You used all the white ones?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, this fool did. I sold him to him. Yeah.
Yeah, Wag was a producer too back in.
Yeah, he did
wasn't
well.
Really, the crazy looker, like, because at the time I didn't know anybody in the dog game like that. I knew the first couple people that I knew, and you know, I'm a solid one. I'm gonna invest into them tough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna invest into the people that are shining, that are gonna make me shine. And at the time, that's what was happening, bro. You know, I would drop bags on dogs. They share my shit, and I'd blow up and just keep on, you know, accumulating followers, business,
Right.
and
So it was a good look.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was a good first couple years, you know, and like you said, you know, it took time for us to obtain Hulk and then to grow him into make him what he is and stuff like that. And then at that time, you know, stuff started for the economy started, you know, going down a little bit, but
It was fizzling.
But I mean, Hulk was really still doing numbers.
Yeah.
Still getting 15K for breedings, you know, like cash, 7, 8 of them, you know, already in the books, you know, like probably one of the only dogs that was actually getting 15K for stud fees, you know, like,
and still was getting them at that time even.
getting them at that time, getting them still, you know, still people will lock them in, but right now it's like, you got so much new stuff coming in. That's what I'm saying. It's all a timing thing, you know. Like there's always new stuff coming in, new dogs, new looks, new attributes people are trying to acquire. Everyone's trying to go to the hottest dog.
Yeah, he's right there to your left.
Yes, exactly. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's just how it runs, and that's how it is. Everyone has their turn in the game. You know, like as long as you hold it down and keep your mindset positive, and just keep pushing. You know, you're gonna have your turn. You're gonna win. It's gonna be wins. It's in everything. You know, you
100%.
keep putting 100% into everything. You're gonna get 100% out eventually. You know?
I literally tell people that all the time. Like, I've never lost at something that like I didn't quit at. You know, anything I've ever lost on, it's because I quit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The dogs, I never quit, and I won.
Exactly.
You know? So going back to Hulk, you bred the Hulk before, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What'd you,
Damien and Butterbean. Well, I dropped 7 pups.
damn.
And
So
I
you got a
kept-
nice litter.
I kept 3 pups.
Yeah. Who'd you breed them to?
Which one? Who did I breed?
Oh, you did
to?
Hulk. Yeah.
Diamond Girl,
Okay.
which is MJ's mom.
Okay.
So they have, half.
Yeah.
brothers.
Hell yeah.
But I got Butterbean, Damien.
Do you still own Butterbean?
Yeah.
You do?
Still
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
You
Yeah,
clone
Butterbean's
them?
hard.
Nah. People wanted to clone them.
What's the
He
other
was-
dog we were talking about?
It's the
That's
litter mate.
the
Yeah,
Oh, it's
That's
another
Bam
litter
Bam.
mate? Bam
Yeah.
Bam.
yeah. He's
Okay,
a
okay.
little different.
Okay.
But, so Butterbean, I always tucked him because he was always a tank, and I was like, let me tuck this boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damien had the fronts, the mug, so he was
Yeah.
like catch everyone's eye. But Butterbean's been a tank.
And I wasn't trying to be messy with that. I honestly, I didn't know, like, because Butterbean and Bam Bam are kind of
Nah,
like similar names.
There was 4
I
on
truly
that litter
didn't
now?
know.
There was
males.
I wasn't trying to get
5
messy.
5 males, 2
5 males?
5 males, 2 females.
But there's somebody got a female out of that litter, huh?
Yeah,
Garcia.
Garcia. And that's how
Yeah. You know what's
he
crazy?
produced, the MJ son off of that.
Yeah, Garcia. I've been wanting to shout, like, I you know, I've been seeing his posting, and I was thinking, I have been thinking when I see stuff, like, I want to shout out Garcia, because, you know, Garcia, honestly, he's been doing this a long time too, and he just did his own thing, and like, he's getting some nice stuff. That MJ boy is nice. The dome on the MJ boy
that
is nice, bro. It's nice.
Yeah.
So shout out Garcia.
He posted
And
him
he
yesterday.
said-
Austin,
Yeah,
Texas.
he's been dropping some grandsons off of that boy.
Yeah.
That little boy.
And he
huh?
said they're crazy looking. He's like, hey, bro, he's producing.
The one he just posted.
Yeah, the
He
boy got a
posted
mug on him.
that little
Next to-
mean
right
mug
next
one.
to Flip,
Next
yeah.
to,
That's actually a Chucky grandson. That's
Okay.
Chucky's daughter.
Okay, so okay.
Crazy pet on it, and
Yeah.
there's Hulk in there because the female I sold him was a Hulk daughter.
Yeah.
and he bred her to MJ and got Flip.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
pet on them.
Yes.
And that boy Flip, he said he's throwing some
See,
shit.
that's why look, me and you linking up, it works.
No, yeah, that shit looks dope on
Let's keep it rocking.
Yeah,
Let's keep it rocking. You know, that's why.
thing over there.
That's the thing too, is I see the recipe
Yeah,
when I'm you know, I'm buying dogs.
I wrote it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I see what's going on, you know, like
Yeah.
while I'm, you know, like you got it. Like I said, it's in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
able to do stuff like that. And when I see, I'm getting all my PGs and all the females that I bought for 20, 30 bands from Isaac. You know, when I first started, you know, like he's doing all my PGs. He's
Yeah.
doing the AIs. You know, like that. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm fucking with the real ones in the game, and you know,
Right.
they're just, you know.
We here.
Exactly, he's pushing me in the right direction,
Yeah.
and it's just like, how can you lose? You know, when you invest
100%.
in the right, you know, in the right
100%.
people, and invest your time in the right people, and you know, and like that's just how it is. And
Yeah.
like I always seen his yard, and I'm like, bro, every time I leave, I'm like, bro, that's what I want. And I tell him every time, you know,
Yeah.
you got the heat, like what the fuck, like
Yeah.
just chilling right
He
here,
talked about
like
Diamond Girl.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
He was a puppy. He offered me 25 bands, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Then I should produce MJ and
she
It
produced
worked.
a lot of
Worked out.
You never got nothing else of her?
Worked out.
yeah,
Tyrant,
Hulk,
bro. Yeah,
the Hulk litter was.
But after that, you
I bred her to Evil Ways. I got 3 puppies that didn't make it. That's back to
How old did they get?
I think like 2 weeks.
Damn. They just faded, or
You know,
Yeah.
I fucking up. I was
Yeah.
warming. I was slipping.
yeah. But-
and that's another
life.
big reason too, is like
I was too sidetracked.
we were going to the shows all year,
yeah.
winning shows.
You guys were
winning
going
shows.
hard at the shows.
We're at the shows. We got 2.
You're actually
booths
my
every
motivation
show.
right now.
We got 2 booths
touch on
every
that.
show, and we're gonna, make it the best that we can for the people and for us. You know.
Yeah.
We got AC in the booth. We got
Yeah, hell yeah.
we got everything you need.
Yeah.
Mixers in the booth when it's hot. You know,
Yeah.
warmers when it's cold.
Big blunts.
Yeah, big blunts going. You know, the best.
Dr. Peppers. Hella
you know what I
Dr.
mean?
Peppers.
Drinks, you know, all the whole bit. You know, And it's just a good time, bro. Like, yeah, we need to be sponsored by Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper. That's the next sponsor. Check us out,
Yeah.
you know.
Forrest Gump and shit.
yeah.
But like,
Taking those Dr. Pepper.
like all that, it was a good look. It was a good everything, you know. But in all actuality, when we're coming home dead tired, you know, we won the show. We're first ones there setting up. We're last ones there leaving. You know,
Right. Can't
taking
win
all
best in
this
show
stuff
if you ain't the
home.
last
Yeah,
one there.
Exactly. So you know, like when you're the last one there, you're dead tired. You come home, you don't even think about desanitizing, whatever it is. You know, we come home, feed the dogs, crash straight out, get up for work in the morning, do the next thing, and
Yeah.
you know, eventually fucking started getting sicknesses, you know, and bringing sicknesses into the house and losing puppies, you know, like we
Yeah.
lost multiple all-star litters that just, you know, like
Had real potential.
had real potential. You know, I had 2 males that were, you know, 4 months old that passed on me after we won that Valiant Invasion. You know, and
Yeah.
actually ended up catching parvo. You know, and
You brought it home from the dog show?
from the dog show. You know, the next week they're fucking, you know, doing the thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what's going on? You know, go get them tested. Tested
Yeah.
positive for parvo. Died fucking 6 days later. You know, like
That's why I always try to tell people that, like, people that want to get in the dogs, I'm like, it looks pretty.
that's
But God damn it, it's tough.
That's why I tell people too, you know, like at first I would have everyone come and put their dogs on my table, you know, like everyone wants
Yeah,
to
yeah.
network, everyone
Right,
wants
right.
to take pictures with the dope dogs, you know,
Right.
and everyone wants to stack next to the dope dogs, but man, it's just when you chance that, and you know, and that's exactly what happened. The first couple people I actually ended up, you know, no, we can't, and then, you know, bringing a couple people, everyone wants to do it, you know, so we ended
Yeah.
up, you know, taking a couple pictures.
Then here I am, not even asking. I just come up with the dog.
Yeah, well, you know, it's certain ones that we're
Yeah,
around
yeah.
each other all the time,
Yeah.
so it's different, you know, like,
Yeah.
like, you know, we're at each other's facilities, talking to each other, messing with each other. Our dogs are each other, you know, we take pictures, the whole bit, so
Right,
it's kind of
right.
different, you know, and like,
Yeah.
it's just, you know, it's a hard subject, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's just a part of the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's all, you know.
Not a
you
lot of
just
people
chalk it
take
up
care
to the game.
of our dogs like
Yeah.
we do. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And even
Yeah.
it's just,
and it's hard.
It's just
hard. Yeah.
It's just a part of the
Stuff
game, part
happens.
of
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
You
It's
know what
like
I mean?
it's like us as humans. Like we're gonna get sick. It's not like we're.
Yeah.
You know, it
Oh,
just happens.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just happens. Something I want to touch on, like I have a pup right now, this named 30, and he's built like really well, but I
Yeah.
keep calling him my like that's my Hulk.
Yeah,
because
hell
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, I'm gonna put this boy in the ring.
Yeah.
And like I remember what you were doing with Hulk, and like I'm really like I have high hopes for this boy in the
High
ring. I'm like, this is
potential,
my
huh?
Hulk right here, you know, and that's what.
yeah.
And I'm not saying like he's Hulk, but I'm saying like that's
No,
the
yeah.
that's the
That's the
route
man.
I want to take
Yeah.
him. Is, you know, go out there and hit them best in shows and stuff
Yes.
like that, because that's something I've never done. You never seen me in the ring,
for sure.
you know. So, and I seen you do it, and I seen you do it with success, and I also seen you, you know, get notoriety for it.
No, for
You know,
sure.
like a lot of people, it put a lot of eyeballs on Hulk.
For sure.
Um,
No doubt.
So,
And
yeah,
the online stuff, you know,
Right.
online on lives, and you
I want
know,
to follow that formula.
Yeah, something like that, you know, the off the leash stuff like that, you know, shout
Yeah.
out off the leash. They
Yeah,
promote
shout out
us
Off the
a
Leash.
lot, you know, and helped us blow up too, you know.
Yeah.
Won a couple tournaments, and we
Well,
ended
that's-
up winning a couple. Of
He's the same one that runs the tournaments, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, right?
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Admiral Club Exotics. That's his original one.
Yeah.
His IG, but yeah, he made a couple online tournaments and ended up winning that. You know, won 5,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say you won some cash off of that, right?
Yeah. Hulk won that.
Damn.
It was
Won
a good-
5 bands off of a 5 bands off of a.
Hey, didn't
Yeah, that's crazy.
they tried to buy Hulk at that time, huh?
Yeah, well, he's wanted to use Hulk. The ones that tried to buy Hulk was
Dog Money, no?
Dog Money, yeah. Shout out Dog Money, yeah. He offered us a big bag for Hulk, but
Can you elaborate?
How big was the bag?
Yeah.
yeah, it was it was
It's embarrassing.
Nah, it was like 300. He said 350, and then Crayola said he'll throw another 20 on it, so it was like 370. 370. but
Man.
we ended up turning it down, bro. At the time, we were on the top of the fucking top, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still wouldn't take it for Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk sleeps in my bed, bro. Sleeps with my kids, you know, like
Yeah.
like that, like that's what I'm saying. Like Hulk's
It's bigger than that.
Hulk's Cali living kennels, but he's not Cali living kennels. That fool just, you know, he's a little fucking bum in my house, fucking.
Yeah,
bum,
yeah.
You know, asking. us
He's your
for
broke
food,
best
and-
friend.
Yeah, he's my broke.
But he make a
best
little money
friend.
sometimes.
Yeah,
He make a little money sometimes.
You know, but,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's, you know, he's part of the family, bro. Like all of our dogs, you know, they come around, chill with the family. You know, my dogs sit there and watch, you know, TV with my grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, they sleep with my kids. You know, like it's just it's.
That's why you gonna win.
We live this dog.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we live the dog game. You know, like, and yeah, we don't really. rather have the dog than the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bag.
That's admirable,
Yeah,
cause
you know what I'm saying?
sheesh, 350, 370,
370.
370.
You take 370
Sheesh.
for Evil right now?
Right now, I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would,
Yeah,
so
no, for sure.
Would.
tap in.
Years back, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're making at that time, you were making 65 bands off of colored dogs. Remember, you were selling,
Yeah.
selling Isabella and tan fluffies for 60 bands, 35
Yeah.
bands. Rojo and tans.
Right,
so, like,
right.
What's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to
So-
back to the original topic. It's timing.
That's
Yeah.
I remember
Time.
that. At that time he's touching hella bags, but he's not selling none of his structure shit for that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's fucking keeping
I'll
all
turn
that.
down
yeah.
like 50K phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We talked about some of that in the first episode when we were highlighting Isaac, about him basically funding his structure program with his color program.
Yes, exactly. And
So-
that right there just told me too, like, he's doing that for a reason. Isaac's a hustler. He motivates me.
Yeah.
He shows me it's inspiration. And you see a hustler getting it and building up from what he was.
Yeah.
From his first house to fucking big facility. And then just growing and fucking.
Yeah.
Getting
No,
it,
his I've talked about it multiple times to multiple people. The way he bred is like the way everyone should breed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Not for the bag.
yeah, and well, yeah. He truly bred to build,
Yes.
and it's the formula. I hate saying that because I don't want to give too many people too much, But yeah, you bred right for real,
No,
Like
you
hats
for
off
sure
to you,
did, man.
like
Hell yeah.
and I
for sure.
yeah.
With Hulk right now, you guys doing anything in house?
Oh yeah. We dropped 3 litters off of Hulk already this year. We dropped we actually took Hulk to his mom, and we got those puppies, and they're looking crazy right now. They're
Hell yeah.
about 2 months old right now, a little bit over. No, they're about 3 months old.
What'd you
2.5,
get
3
gender
months.
wise?
We got 2 females.
2 females,
Yeah, we got 2
nice.
females. We got 2 females and 1 boy, but the boy ended up passing the next day after delivery.
Okay.
And then just never stopped gasping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the females ended up thriving, and they're looking real. One of them's looking like nasty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like my girl, she was looking up like all the puppies' mugs and shit from back in the day. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
And like it's like one of Chucky's daughters. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I forget which one it was, but she was showing me. She's like, "That's the mug," like.
Yeah. Some throwback.
Some throwback stuff. with
Some of
them,
that-
and just
yeah,
little
some of that
short
good,
legs,
good.
Little stubby,
Yeah.
little stubby little bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Some nice stuff. And then we ended up running him to Katana too. We ended up getting a male and a female off of that, but the female passed. She was stuck in the canal and ended up passing. And
Yeah.
we got a male off of that. He's still tiny, couple weeks, 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
And then same day we had another female that was due off of Hulk. We actually bred them at the same time, split them, with like just a CC each.
Yeah.
And then they ended up both taking, and we bred him to Raya, which is the 2 times direct Prince daughter, off of Torta and Prince, who we got from Yucktown.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out Yucktown.
Yeah.
For shooting her.
Hell yeah.
That was a dope breed.
Pat a fox.
Hell yeah. Shout out Pat.
Pat a fox.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, Pat's.
That's the one that you took to Eddie's
He's
yard,
cool.
right?
Yeah. That
Didn't you
bitch
take-
I
was.
always like torta.
You
Yeah,
guys went
yeah.
to Eddie's yard to go do a breeding, right?
We went to Eddie's yard to go do a breeding, and it ended up didn't taken. It ended up didn't taken twice. We paid 10 bands for the breeding. We bred to Muggsy.
And they scratched it. It's scratched now.
Yeah. He
Like it's
wanted
scratched on your end or his end.
his end. Like we did everything to the T that he wanted. We had PGs done on his machines that he wanted. We did the TCI at the vet in Riverside where he wanted to go and do it. Everything, and she at the numbers that he wanted her to be at, and she ended up being taken twice. And he was like, "Oh, well, there's gonna be another like compensation fee of 5,000 more." So we ended
What
up
the
just saying,
fuck?
like chocolate,
Yeah.
And at that time we have Hulk now, so it's like pointless. At the time he was a pup, so he
Yeah.
wasn't even ready. So that's why we ended up trying to go that route and trying to lock in that XB look. But now that we have Hulk, it's
It was
You know,
pointless
Yeah.
to go
I
back.
have
Yeah.
I have like a different, I guess, business model with my studs. But like you being a stud owner, like how do you feel about breedings not taking? Like how do you approach those?
Well, If he's doing everything I asked of him,
Yeah.
I'll do another repeat
Yeah.
until they take pretty much.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I go about too. Like when I tell people like when you lock in one of my dogs, you're breeding one of my dogs. Like you're not paying for breedings, you're paying for a litter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to provide you a litter.
Yeah.
You know what I do say is that after 2 breedings, like I'm not gonna do much leg work after that. You're gonna have to do all the leg work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna run around and do that. You know, but I'll definitely breed your dog and basically until within reason.
Yeah, yeah.
You
As long
know,
as it makes sense.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If they're
You know,
tested,
until it.
You guys
yeah.
You guys like do swaps or anything like swap females or anything?
Oh,
It depends on the situation.
yeah. That's
too.
that's situational too.
So
Yeah,
it's like, if the female dies, you know,
Yeah.
or
right.
just can't take and it's been 2 or 3 times.
For me too, it also like as whatever it is to say. For me, it's also situational with who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
for
Like
sure,
if I
for
don't
sure.
know, Joe Schmo over here that locked in my dog, I'm probably less likely to swap his female than if
No, for
Rich
sure.
is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got some
hey.
people that locked in 3 or 4 of my studs, and I'll show them stupid love. You know?
yeah,
So
right,
they-
right.
You know, they
Right.
put money in my
No,
pocket.
for sure.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah.
I'll fucking
Go
extra for them.
go the extra mile. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, because some breeders are like that. It's really like an old school model.
Mm-hmm.
That model where it's like I don't know about that compensation fee. That's wild, but
Yeah.
typically it's a
Two breedings, it's a wrap.
two breedings is a wrap.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about being? I mean, fuck, we're all stud owners. How do you feel about like puppies? Like what's a litter?
For
For
me,
you.
For me, it's 2.
two,
Two.
and at 8 weeks, I'll give him that.
Oh, you let them go to 8 weeks
Yeah.
too? Okay.
So if they lose them and you don't know what, like maybe it was a bad whelper.
Yeah, it's about whelpers.
Yeah.
You still repeat?
You know what I mean? Because
I
at the
mean-
time, the stuffies were hella high.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
for
mean?
Sure.
So I was like, fuck.
Because the thing about that is the whelper can lose them again, lose them.
Yeah. So that's kind of that's sticky for me, especially if you're using a whelper. I think I'd more likely be like more compassionate if you lost them.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
But if you paid a whelper and they lost them,
Some
it's
whelpers-
kind of hard for me to feel.
They
Yeah.
fucking suck pretty. You know?
Right.
They got 8 litters going, 6
Yeah.
litters going. You know, they don't give a fuck about
That's somebody
They
who I,
got so many
know?
different dogs from different yards that got this or got
Yeah.
that going
You
on.
don't know
yeah.
what the
Plus real
it's
life.
kinda-
Then they got their
Yeah.
real life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah.
That's
like you're setting yourself up for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when-
And I don't want to bash whelpers. I actually plan, we plan on getting like someone that whelps.
I mean,
on
just
here.
like everything, there's bad whelpers and there's good whelpers.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
like
I mean?
any-
Right.
You just
Yeah.
gotta,
Good
you
stuff.
There's people that care and there's
Stud
people that
owners.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure.
So yeah.
just gotta make sure what you pick. Well, I whelp my own puppies though.
Yeah. Personally, I whelp my own puppy.
I usually do, but
Have to.
I've been using whelpers a lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Big
you've
time.
been using some good whelpers.
Yeah, no.
You've been
I
using
used
whelpers
some
also?
too,
Yeah.
though.
No,
I used a
haven't.
couple.
Oh, okay.
My girl.
Oh, you
whelps.
had some bad experiences.
Yeah, real bad.
Yeah. So what would you call a bad experience? Like just losing puppies, or like the way they lose puppies, or like what?
Just like one whelper had one Isabella Fluffies were going for like $250,000. I had 2 of them.
Yeah.
This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The whelper,
Why the hell were you using a whelper
fuck, I was in Tahoe
at that
fucking
time?
chilling.
Yeah. Making paper
Dumb
already
shit.
didn't matter.
Yeah. And he hit me up like, hey, I just lost one of these puppies. When I was checking in every day, like, hey, bro, how they doing?
Yeah.
I'm about to go to Tahoe. Let me know what's up.
Yeah.
They're good. I'm like, all right. Hits me up when I'm in Tahoe, like, hey, one of these puppies is acting funny. He shows me it looks scrawny. I told him, hey, throw that puppy on a scale. It was like 2 weeks old, right? Puppy weighed like 1 point something.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, nah, no, never mind. It weighed, no, I'm tripping, like 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was like, that's the newborn weight. You know what I mean? Let me see the other puppy. Scrawny. Throw him on the scale. Same shit, like 9 ounces. Fucking, they both died by the time I got back from Tahoe. And they were going for like $250,000 back then. It didn't matter. They were ugly fucking reindeers.
$250,000.
Whatever the fuck they were. Isabella Fluffies were hitting for like $250,000 each. I had 2 of them, females.
It's insane.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tickets. Half a ticket right there.
I hope Tahoe was fun.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was,
I hope Tahoe was fun.
For that one.
Yeah.
Let's take a
shot. My man Isaac losing $500,000.
I've used
whelper.
whelpers before, but it was always something.
That was
Nah,
the
my
worst
girl
one right there.
whelps all
After
the
that,
litters.
we pounded a bottle of tequila like ASAP. Made me feel better for the night, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Watch
But
that out loud.
I was pissed.
Watch that bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Fuck.
For
Needed
sure.
some gasoline for that. to
Straight
wash that
up.
taste out.
Straight up.
Hey, they were hitting for paper right there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck. Wait, no mamas.
That's crazy.
I would have been hot.
That's a motherfucking L. Pass that that glass. All right. Shit. That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
fellas.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. All right, back to it. You got anything, Chucho? You got anything you want to touch on?
Fuck. So you had Hulk at a high, huh? Is he open right now?
Yeah, he's still up. He's still open.
He's still open?
Oh yeah.
I have a question. So, would you change Hulk's stud fee at any point? Like, you know how we both raised our studs. Like
Yeah.
I raised Damien
So,
too.
so just to touch on that, we all know, like, it's no secret that like we all made mistakes with that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I want you to, basically what he's saying. Go ahead and elaborate on that from your end.
Same thing on my end. I mean, like I said, like, you know, like we all at that time the stud fees were going for the high. You know, 8 bands was the normal.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
6 bands was the intro tops. You know, and
Yeah. Shit, my intro for
Everyone-
snub was 8.
yeah, everyone's getting it. You know, and it's just flowing. Money's flowing at the time, and
Yeah.
you know, like the thing is when you're trying to create something, like everyone was eating at that time, you know, so
Yeah.
it was cool, you know, and like when you're trying to create something legendary, you're trying to, you know, there's a couple different routes you can go about it and do it, you know, and you can go the exclusive route, you know, and try to bump them up or close them or something like that, and you have to use his sons or something like that, or buy pups only through you, you know, whatever it is, whichever way you guys try to take it, and then yeah, I feel like we kind of did bump them up a little bit too high, too fast, because
Yeah.
we could have still been eating off of them a lot more,
Yeah.
you know, especially after all the, it basically a lot of people that were around us locked them in, and a couple people like from Hawaii and stuff like that, you know, locked them in, and it filled up fast. All his intros filled up fast. You know, we made 300.
What was it? What was his intro
His
at?
intro was at 8 bands,
Okay.
and you know,
And that was 50% at the time.
yeah, 50% down, 50% time of the breed.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, good times.
Fuck.
good
Good
times, good
times.
times. You know,
Yeah.
the best times. You know, that's
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah, good times.
And then,
So you hit 300 on him?
yeah, we hit about like 300 bands and lock-ins. You know, off
Yeah.
of just in
So we're saying you got 50% of that up front.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
50% of that up front.
Yeah.
You know, and then so like we kind of made, you know, a lot of bread. So we're like, fuck it, why would we, you know, keep
Yeah.
them at this? You know, let's try to keep them exclusive. But
Right.
when a lot of people that locked them in that were at that time, there was a lot of breeders at the time. You know?
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
a breeder at that time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Or thinks they are.
yeah, thinks they are, you know.
Yeah.
So everyone's invested in the hottest dog, but half of them don't even use them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
It
not-
happens.
We touched on that in the last
it's because a
episode.
lot of people fall off their passion, whatever it is. The money
Yeah.
gets tied up. You know, it's whatever it is. Dogs die. You know, like
Yeah.
it's just
It's because what happened is during that time, too many people were breeding for money, and too many people were jumping in the game, you know, based solely on money rather than like wanting to breed dogs.
Yeah.
It's like back to
Exactly.
you know what we
Yeah.
talked about, like breeding dope dogs and stuff. Like people didn't really get in with that attitude. They got in like, well, fuck, I'm gonna make a
Make
bag.
money, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly,
So,
exactly.
and those people are never gonna last.
Exactly.
And we're seeing it now today. You know, like
Fuck.
so many people are falling off the face of the earth, and it's like it's because you were never a breeder in the first place.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that's, you know,
Trying to make some paper.
yeah. And those it's good because what's going to happen is like the market essentially it's going to go back up, you know.
Yeah.
It'll never be pandemic times. Like those times will never happen again.
Yeah.
It's just that was a once in a lifetime thing. It's like, you know, whatever. Everybody, if you won, you won, and if you didn't, you know, it's like
Yeah.
Bitcoin. If you hit when
Yeah.
it was low and you won,
Exactly.
great. If you didn't, you missed it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
seen
with that being said, there's always a new Bitcoin. There's always a new, you know.
Yes.
So basically the market's gonna come back,
Want some?
for sure.
and what's gonna happen is
It's like the housing.
yeah, for sure. And what's gonna happen is all of those people that were breeding for money, guess what they're gonna do as soon as the market comes back?
Come back
They're
in
gonna
as
come
buyers.
back. FOMO.
Yeah.
FOMO. They're gonna come back. They're gonna spend again. It's your typical bad trader.
Repeat
Yeah,
yourself,
your typical bad trader. You know, like someone that like loses money in the stock market all the time, where they buy when it's high, and it's like you're supposed to do the opposite, dummy.
and they do it.
You know,
again, do
and
it
yeah,
again.
yeah. So we're gonna get those same people, or like even the breeders that right now are like barely holding on, you know, and like not necessarily going hard or not still staying consistent with stuff. Like maybe you're skipping heats all the time or whatever. Those people in particular, because they'll feel like they never left. But once the market goes back up, they're gonna be the ones spending money rather than they should have been spending money right now and stocking up and building foundation and stuff like that. Like real breeders are, you know, they're gonna come back and it's gonna bite them in the ass again. It's just
Right
gonna
now,
keep.
I
It
feel
always
Oh, yeah,
goes.
for sure.
Right, I feel like right now in the dog game's time to invest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's time to buy the baddest
Yeah.
females that you can.
Yeah, you get them
You
for the
know?
low right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that and like we know the game
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like we learned, you know, if you didn't learn from, you know, what happened during the pandemic and, you know, whatever, you know, those people are going to lose and we're going to win. If you realize what happened and realize how to fix that and not do that again and not repeat your mistakes, like you're going to win, because the dogs ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it with like bullies in particular.
bullies.
Like, you know, me and Chucho have been
Little
around
bounce
dogs
back,
for a
yeah,
long
with
time,
street
bro.
bullies.
So, you know, there was a time like we'll say like pre-pandemic or even early pandemic where Frenchies were so hot, like nobody was really.
Yeah,
I don't want to say nobody, but like bullies weren't really popping like that.
No,
Like,
they
bro,
weren't.
remember thinking like you know, Georgia's shows like Invade the Bay or whatever. Like, bro, it was filled with
all
Frenchies.
Frenchies,
It was
yeah.
all Frenchies,
Yeah.
bro.
Killing it.
And
That's why he's quit making that show.
Shoulder to shoulder.
yeah, it was banging. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you go to shows now, it's like the Frenchies are kind of dwindling,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and like
the
it's more
bullies.
bullies
Yeah.
again.
And the bullies right
And
now,
the-
it's hot.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like maybe the bullies are hot, or maybe we're just paying attention. So I don't know. They might be hot. I don't
Got a
know.
little high.
No,
You think they're hot? Okay, yeah. I yeah.
I think Frenchies are. It used to be the Frenchies and the bullies. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what it's
The
and what it's gonna take to bring our Frenchies back to that level is what brought the bullies back to that level, and it's creating dogs like
Yeah,
Evil
dope
Ways,
evolving.
Dope
creating
shit,
dogs
yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
it's evolving the dogs and creating those, you know, what style Frenchies we trying to get?
Exotic.
Bully style. Remember
Bully
bully
style.
style, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get bully style Frenchies, and once that comes, you know, it's gonna same thing. All those same people that were spinning before, they're coming back.
No,
They'll
yeah.
be back.
No, for sure.
So we just gotta stay consistent, and you know, that's I'll circle back to it. Like, that's why I wanted you on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, we gotta get Rich on here. We gotta get him talking about dogs again.
Yeah.
And I know you're working, but we gotta get you back on the internet on some positive shit. You know what I'm saying? Posting dogs,
Anytime
posting
14
puppies. You feel me? Posting
Nah, right now,
puppies. and
promotions got to
going.
do a lot with this shit nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. You have to
Always,
promote.
Yeah.
promotion
You have
is
to
always
promote.
key,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
If you want to promote, if you want to stay on top, be on top, you have to promote. You know, you have to promote.
Yeah.
You have to be thriving with new innovation. You know, new stuff.
If
all
you're,
the
if you're
Right.
off,
You know?
offline for a couple months, people forget
Oh,
about
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
quick,
Yeah, for
you
real.
know?
I've seen it. I've seen it with my page. My page was fizzling, and like my page was hot,
Yeah.
and then my page was kind of fizzling, and then, you know, we got back on here. We got with the I took a couple nice pictures.
Yeah.
You know, the podcast stuff like that. People, a lot of shares, and like
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, I'm back. Like, yeah, baby, I never left. Y'all forgot, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
All the new breeders, you know, they don't know. sometimes.
right,
It's like
yeah. So
the
that
game,
that's kind of
and
what we.
whoever's really pushing and promoting, that's what they see.
Yes.
So they look like, oh, those are the big dogs right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we touch on that all the time. Like, you know, me in particular, like there's so many new breeders, and like y'all have no idea. Like, you're walking around with my blood. You're walking around with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? You're screaming another name, but you know what I'm saying? That shit came from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's you know, something that we're trying to, you know, get going with this and get going. You know, we just like, you know, I don't want to double back and get back to the passion, but like, yeah, we just trying to bring the passion back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to fulfill it into everyone else and make it, you know, bring positivity to the game, and, you know, just make it influential and
Yeah.
motivational, and, you know, give people something that they can, you know, thrive for and stuff.
You got any like outside breedings going outside the yard or?
Ooh, we going.
Besides that butterbean breeding we just did with the female we co-own, yeah, I mean, That's the little secret.
Nothing.
You know, no
That's a little
fucking-
secret.
Not a secret no more. But
Yeah,
you know.
Okay, so y'all bred a
Yeah.
female to Butterbean.
Yeah, we bred.
Okay, and that's off of Hulk and Diamond Girl. Diamond Girl's
Yeah,
MJ's mom.
yeah,
And we
Okay.
bred him to Hazelnut's half sister.
yeah.
Okay.
Half sister.
Okay,
Hazel-
Was that
that's that
Hazelnut
other cream girl,
2.0?
right?
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, okay.
Hazelnut 2.0. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. she-
Okay, so see y'all over there cooking.
Oh yeah,
Y'all over there cooking.
for sure.
Yeah, I like
That should
that.
be heat.
She
Yeah,
just
no,
came
that's-
in.
that
She
should be
just
solid.
came in the heat, so we got a couple other females that we cone too that should be coming in the heat right after.
That's the one you bought in Los Baños, I think, at a dog show.
Yeah, we bought. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
And
Yeah.
then
Bought it from Isaac?
No, we bought Carmelo.
Oh, from Carmelo?
Yeah, Carmelo.
Oh, okay.
owned her.
Okay.
And then Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended up buying her, and then we put her in the show and won best female or best
Best structure,
structure.
I think.
Yeah, best
Both, I
structure.
think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was a show in Los Banos?
Yeah, it was a show
Yeah,
in
it
Los
was a
Baños.
Los Baños show.
That's something I'm trying to get. Or that's some I wanted to ask. So are we gonna see you out there anytime soon, or
Yeah.
how you feeling?
For sure. Yeah. No, we're gonna be out there for sure.
We need
obviously-
Cali Living. We
obviously-
need the double booth back
Yeah.
cracking again. We need Cali Living back at the shows.
See.
Make it happen.
Yeah. See, I don't know about that yet, but I know we're gonna be
I'll
at.
be walking around.
Yeah, we're gonna have. We have the fucking.
The little-
We
the
have
little
the
cart.
cart. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Cart. We'll bring Hulk for sure. Maybe Hog. Have another extra cart and stuff like that. But
Where can we see you?
we're gonna be for sure at Valley Invasion.
Okay.
Rise of the Bullies.
Okay.
The
hometown stuff.
Yeah, the hometown stuff for sure. So show local support all the
Yeah,
time. Like,
for
They
sure.
always show us support.
Yeah. Shout out Beefed Out.
Beefed out.
Shout out EAC.
Yeah.
Shout out Supreme.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Motown.
sir. Motown. Yes, sir.
Motown.
Out. Yeah, we'll be there for sure. And
Okay.
then, anything hot that we think,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, who knows? We might grab some booths.
Trying to
too,
get you back, baby.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're trying to get you
Bringing
back out
new,
there.
Yeah.
Like the females or
Yeah. See, I always, shows. It's like, man, why do I bring the females? Like.
or
Yeah.
the new ones
But-
off of Hulk.
But
Just to
that's
show,
what I'm
like,
gonna
you know,
say.
show his production.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, we're gonna have to start doing
Yeah.
that. 'cause,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of female talk on the internet. Like we got some.
There's some bad
of the
bitches out
baddest
there.
Bitches.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
What are
people
you
don't
referring
even
to
know.
when you say female type?
Like, just people on the internet talking about females,
What are we talking about,
the
though?
baddest females or this or that, or
Who?
anyone,
Okay.
like a lot
No,
of.
there's a
people-
lot
Are
of
you
people.
talking about the recent stuff like Jelly Bean and Felony?
No.
Okay.
No, nothing like that.
What- who we talking about?
Those females are bad.
Super nice, huh?
Yeah, they're super nice. I like Jelly Bean. I like. There's a lot of females out there. I like.
Yeah.
I like. I believe her name's Pressure from Rosetown. I like her.
bitch is bad.
She's bad. I always.
I
Like
haven't seen her actually. I need to check that dog out.
Yeah, she's dope.
I haven't seen her.
Bitch is bad.
I think you might have seen her. You just probably didn't.
That's
Yeah.
Rosetown.
Because she was at one of the shows.
Yeah, Rosetown's always had nice stuff.
Yeah, he has nice stuff.
Real quick, that's what I'll go back to that question and then you think about this. You take a different perspective on this.
Who are
And
you speaking to exactly back
I'm
there?
speaking about
No, who are you speaking to?
I'm speaking of Rich's girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're recording, so they know.
Yeah. That and the question was, why don't I give 5-Star his credit for making Chucky? Fuck out of here. But if he had the ability to make dogs, he would still be relevant. The only relevance he has ever had in life is Chuck. That's it. And we still here and we
shout
still
out to
rocking. So sorry and sorry, like whatever, but like I'm just passionate about that
Hulk's
because
fire.
that's how to me that's all facts. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't deny that he's irrelevant. He'll never be back. He is gone forever.
On the grapevine, I heard of him, talk about our dog, and that's when I found out I don't like this nigga because at the end of the day, like, you will never have what we have. So I understand where you're coming from, but I was just
Yeah.
like, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably has some Chuck.
That's why though. That's why though is because
God, they're probably
Nah,
going
just
down.
because flowers weren't
I said he
they
probably
weren't
has some
deserved.
Chuck Nut
No, they weren't.
stored.
They weren't deserved. And I hope that you know this about me and know that I will give flowers when they're due.
We're going to casino after this.
I mean, besides that, name another situation.
Well, is this on the
It is, but it's fine.
I have heard that some
Cheers.
Why?
Oh shit.
Because in my humble opinion, that's where the flowers belong. Because Hulk is Cali living kennels. You may feel differently.
You know, you need the female for the foundation, right?
Yeah, I realize that. But Hulk is Cali living kennels.
You told us that a long time ago too.
Hulk is Cali.
Hulk is California. Hulk put
I
California
realize
back
that.
the whole year.
Yeah, I realize that, and I guess I'm not discrediting those dogs. The same reason I'm not over here I'm not patting myself on the back.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
being that I produce Hulk's dad. You know, you're not hearing me say that. You know, maybe I've mentioned that before, but I'm not over here like, all on the internet saying, I produce Hulk's dad over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
I may mention it. It's a fact, you know, but I also, as a man, will sit here and tell Rich, like, fuck, I told you not to do that breeding. Good thing you didn't listen to me. Because,
Sell 'em. Remember you told me to
yeah,
sell
and I
him
told you to
two
sell him.
dogs?
Bro, the other day, so peep this. The other day, was it you? No,
Yeah,
I was
it was me.
chilling. Was it you? We're looking at the
Yeah.
Yeah. He had came to check out 30.
Yeah.
And bro, we were looking at your page and I was scrolling, I'm looking at Hulk and I'm like, damn. Like, that nigga should have sold him. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Rich was doing something else, and I took dogs, and all he told me is for sale. That's his name. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Yes.
hug.
Yeah.
That was the second time, and he was like, "Oh no, this one's it."
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. And I promise I'm not hating. If you go
Hug.
back,
he was like, "That's
if-
his name's for sale."
Yeah,
what was that?
Hog's dope too.
Yeah, that's why I made the wrong call on that for sure. Trust me, it's not my first one and it won't be my last. I promise you that. But yeah, it's anyway, back to what I'm saying is you're saying why do I only give flowers to Hulk or whatever is because that's where the flowers belong. Hulk, and it's my opinion, but Hulk made, I know you guys did the work, but Hulk made Cali living kennels.
Hulk blew
And
it up.
Hulk made Cali living kennels. And I'll tell you,
Brought it to a different level.
and I'll tell you like this. Well, he brought it to a level.
Still be Cali living because we still did everything around it. But the reason why
show.
The recognition wouldn't be there though. You can go to plenty of people show up to shows every weekend. But if you don't have a dog getting attention,
The double boost, the AC, all that shit was getting recognition.
Well, yeah,
Motherfuckers
yeah.
were standing in our
But-
booth that we didn't even know because they, you know what I'm saying?
right, but those
Yeah.
people are also going to walk right past your page on Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
You know, if you don't have a dog to, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong. We'll get extra opinions from that. Do you
Nah.
feel like Hulk is Cali living kennels?
That's like me.
I feel he is, but Hog is a dope ass.
Yeah, and I'm not, and that's the thing. I'm not discrediting them.
A touch on, but since Hulk has a whole look to him, you know,
Yes.
he's
Skip
just
a-
fucking
yeah.
a mean mug and
Yeah.
everything. He just stands out.
Name another dog from your camp that brought you $5,000 from just looking pretty on the internet. Probably from a picture I took. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, this was live. We're live.
Oh, you're live?
We're live.
Okay.
You know, Hulk,
think
shit.
all our dogs are live with it.
Yeah, yeah.
360
Yeah.
degree.
But I'm saying that.
All-Star son?
What's that?
The All Star Son's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a-
Fat Joe, probably one of the best structured fawns that you know.
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Valor.
Yeah.
Valor off of Valor and Mazikeen, one of the first females that we bought for.
Yeah.
$20,000.
And I think maybe she's taking it as I'm
But
saying that you guys
it's-
don't have nice dogs. I'm not saying
No,
that.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Hulk
circle back.
the
But-
same way Chucky is that person's
a lot of it is. Too,
that's
is
what
that-
Hulk is to Cali living kennels.
I'll correct you because let me tell you that guy does have a whole bunch of other dogs, but they're nowhere near what our other dogs that we have.
A lot of our dogs just don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the promotion like Hulk, you know, like everyone's dog.
It's
you know
not
what I'm saying?
I get that and it's
I feel like even
yeah, it's not
It was
you can
so-
promote
so
the
easy to promote Hulk. That's why.
Yeah,
he promotes
Yeah.
himself.
Exactly. That's
And
what I'm
that's
saying.
why he's
So,
the
like,
face.
But if I actually put in the time to promote the other dogs and did that at
I-
the time that we were popping, it
I disagree.
probably would've fucking,
I
you know-
disagree.
No,
Humbly, I
everyone.
disagree.
Everyone's
Because-
dogs. Everyone's
because
dogs.
it-
When you have 8, 10, you know.
Promotion is
Studs,
promotion is 30% of it. The other 70% comes from the product. I promise you. You could be the greatest promoter in the world with a bullshit dog and it's still
Hulk
going to be a
ran up those
bullshit
credits
dog.
before he could even produce nut.
I mean, we all did
That
that.
had nothing. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with productions when it's promotion.
I didn't say
You know what
no.
I'm
I didn't say productions. No, I'm saying the dog, the look of the dog.
Yeah.
Just look at the dog.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with production. That's what an early lock-in is.
Yeah, the look of the dog. But when, like you said, when you scroll down, then Hulk didn't look like that. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, at 6 months he did.
But he wasn't selling
You know,
credits
he
at that
wasn't-
either.
No, he was at 8, 9 months is when he started.
Exactly, when he popped, when he was like, "Holy shit, what is that?" That's when it is, and that's my point, is that Hulk, like, if that was the case, because you were promoting other dogs, we taken pictures and pushed other dogs,
Oh, hell yeah.
you know, and they didn't do nearly what Hulk has done, and that's my case in point to where it's the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Promotion matters
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah.
sure. If you have a dope ass dog and nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But you could also promote the fuck out of a Chihuahua and it ain't gonna do nothing on the internet. I promise you that.
Yeah.
You could have it on every TikTok in the world
Yeah, and it could run up numbers.
and it ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna make a dime unless you getting paid off of views.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, as much as promotion does matter, you have to have a product to do that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You gotta have
like,
what the people want.
like for instance, Evil Ways.
Not
You know,
everything.
Evil Ways was already doing his thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We took that pick and that pick did numbers and did well and stuff like that. You know, and that goes to the promotion. But with or without that pick, Evil Ways was hitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the promotion mattered,
Yeah.
but Evil Ways mattered more.
No, for sure.
You know, and
That's just how it is. When you have
Yeah.
when you have that fire product.
the product is everything.
Yeah.
The product is everything.
That's what's gonna sell right now the most too, though, because it's not the same no more. You know what I mean? People want to see the product now.
No, yeah.
yeah. Well, we talked
Well, I
about
always
that.
wanna see the product. Mostly want to see.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why you are where you are.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is that we talked about that too, where like the product sells, where dreams were selling before.
Yeah.
You know, and
Turn a knife.
I won't.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna personally say anything, but I've personally seen Rich buy a dream.
Oh yeah. for
Multiple dreams. I've seen Rich buy multiple dreams.
Sure.
I've seen him buy multiple pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Because ultimately that's what you're buying. You're not buying a dog. You're buying a piece of fucking paper and it doesn't work out. Yes. And trust the blood. The biggest crock of shit in the game. Trust the blood. No, fuck that. Show me a good product.
The blood was
Yeah.
nothing was behind the blood.
Yes.
In the first place, most of the time.
It just
Yeah.
has a little
When you
bit.
first coming in, that's.
I'm glad she came. She got me fired up, baby. I'm ready to go now.
But when you come
we're at,
in the
bro?
game and you're like you're trying to make a statement and trying to have
Yeah.
the best of everything,
Th-
you're investing heavy into and you're taking risk. Everything's a
Right.
risk. And, you know?
With that being said, and you also don't know no better.
Yes, exactly.
You don't know no better. That which is to me is what is the biggest.
Until about 300 bands in, then you pulled me to the side and started, lacing.
Yeah.
it up a little
Well, you
bit.
finally came. You finally came.
Yeah,
You finally came.
Took a little trip.
See, and that's what I mean too. Where it's like you ain't, I can't think of anything like you ain't really spent a dime at my house. I know you spent a little bit at my house or whatever,
Yeah.
but you ain't really spent no bags at my house.
Yeah.
But I was still, showing love. Like I was still, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
still a dog man at the end of the day, and
Yeah,
I'm still
sure.
giving you, and it may not even be right, like with Hulk or like whatever. Like I've never given perfect advice, but it's always been pure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Genuine,
Even though it may not have, maybe I was gonna push you in the wrong direction at one point. It wasn't intentional. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
It was just what I felt at that time, and I'm glad you stuck to it, and it clearly worked out. It's the face of Cali living kennels. But yeah,
Nah, for sure.
yeah, promotion's important, but product is more important. I promise you that.
Always.
Yeah. So, what's up?
You could have all the dogs, you could have everything, but if you don't got the puppies to sell when they want it, guess what? That man's gonna run to the next person.
100%, bro, 100%.
Is
Yes.
burning a hole in his pocket.
100%.
He's ready to be
Yeah.
spent.
He don't want a dope dog. He wants a dog now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people's problem too, is they don't want to wait on the product. Like
Yeah.
when you got something.
That's something I was gonna touch on, is like before, where back to like the selling dreams. Like now it's like how you were saying with selling dogs. Like now, bro, like only first picks are selling, or first pick quality is selling, because you can have a litter with multiple first pick quality dogs. You know what I'm saying? It may not be technically first pick, but first pick quality. Those are the types of dogs that are selling. Like your third, fourth, fifth picks now, like that you were selling
Those are
before.
gonna pet homes.
Like, bro, those is out of here. Those don't never see the light of day, at my house. But also back to that, it's like I pride myself on trying not to sell dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, have I sold the perfect dog to every person? Like, no, of course not. That's the way, the same way I didn't give him the perfect advice at one point, but I'm never intentionally doing that. And I could say confidently that a high portion of the people that have done business with me, like, it's came back tenfold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Likewise,
because
same.
I'm not pushing them. I'm not trying to sell them a dream.
You're always looking out too, especially the people
Yeah.
that invest in you. You're gonna make sure they win. Like that's what it's about. Like making sure, you're investing in me now. I'm gonna make sure your investment comes out. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
come up. That's how it is.
And that's why we're going to be here forever. And a lot of people are going to fall off because those people that were just doing it for the bag and trying to sell, doing what they knew wasn't right deep down, because if you're a breeder or you're breeding dogs, you know what a dog is.
Yeah.
And if you're, it just, we're going to last forever.
Some people hold their self to higher standards and
Right.
want to only have their name on certain types of dogs, and like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is, like that's what you should strive for, and only want to have the best and produce the best and be able to push the best, and like you don't want to ever get somebody and
Yeah.
I'll feel bad,
Yeah,
like,
for
I
real.
feel bad, like,
For real.
I'm a fucking
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
like, swap that out or something,
Yes.
like, let's do something right, let's make it right,
Yeah.
like, make it right for sure.
Come back. Let me, breed to something on mine at a lower rate, or I'm gonna take care of you.
Exactly, I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah. Because the last thing I want to do is
put you in the wrong direction.
be a dirtbag. Like, I'm just not a dirtbag in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like that's
You gotta do good business.
yeah.
Exactly. Good business is all.
Where do you
great.
where do you see your program going towards? You just gonna keep breeding in house with Hulk?
He looks to the left.
Yeah, a lot of Hulk. Really, I mean, I have a bunch of Hulk daughters already that I'm gonna start breeding.
Are you gonna go out with them, or are you gonna go back
I'm
to
breeding
like
them
hog?
Probably to hog. Yeah, a lot of them to hog. Some to evil ways. Some to
Evil Ways, the hottest dog on the net.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we gotta. I mean, hog. I got a little hog son too. I might be busting out a Valley Invasion too. He's starting to pop, but I just need him to fill in his weight a little bit more, and I think he's gonna be shining. He got some nice little fronts. He's a little blue-pied boy. He probably carries Coco, so
Yeah. We got a booth to Valley Invasion? I think we do.
Yeah, we do.
Well, hey.
if not, I'm sure we know a guy that make us fit in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to see you walking around with no cart, my boy. You better pull up.
We pulling up.
Yeah, pull up.
Yeah, we pulling.
Yeah, we're not doing the cart thing. Y'all pulling up.
No, for sure.
So yeah.
We're making it happen for sure.
Who's gonna tell you? Are you using hog a lot too in your program right now? or no?
I've been using them to my Hulk daughters, especially with a lot of cones that I got, because that's what a lot of people want to double up on, is that Chuck blood, Hulk blood, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, and that little combo, and it kind of worked, I had a litter with one of my co-partners, and got some nice stuff off of that too. I'll start promoting that too. They're about like 4 months old now, so they look pretty good too. So I'm gonna start throwing that out there, and I got that boy that I got off of Tubbs' daughter.
Oh, yeah.
I did a little pup back deal with one of the homies in Merced that had the lilac Tubbs' daughter. Man, I can't think of his kennel name right now.
barber.
HBK.
Or
HBK, yeah.
HBK. Yeah, he has that lilac Tubbs' daughter. We bred her to Thor.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we ended up getting a female off of that. And
That's off your cream boy, no? What was his name?
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, we ended up getting a cream female off of that. And then running her to hog.
You brought the Tubbs daughter to the All Star, son?
Yeah, exactly.
dope,
Yeah. And then
All Stars Diamond Girls litter mate.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got a cream female off of that, so she probably carries Tri, Coco, a little bit of color and stuff. So hopefully, start incorporating that boy. So
Hell yeah.
It's crazy, bro. That you have a tough, granddaughter over there. I got a Hulk daughter at the house right
she's
now.
actually in here right now.
Oh, you got a Hulk.
She's
Hulk
right-
granddaughter.
Hulk granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torta.
Torta, she's
One
bad.
with the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch
yeah.
got the rope.
No,
Way.
that was a good collab, bro. That shit was.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, that's dope. That's good.
Creek's
You know.
been producing some nice stuff.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Shout out Creekside.
Creekside.
In the right
He just picked
team,
up
you
an
know?
MJ daughter, I think,
Yeah, see,
today.
I'm telling
Did it?
you, he
Yeah, I
knows
seen
the
that.
sauce,
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, it ain't. He don't gotta look far. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He ain't gotta
It's all
look
around
far
him.
to see.
That
Yeah,
was a smart move right there for that boy Green Tip.
yeah, for sure. What's being that you said like you've kind of been I don't want to say slacking on the internet, but you ain't really been on the internet too much. It's good to hear that like you really still working though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's the whole thing about in the game is you always have to keep working.
Yeah.
You take a time off, you're slacking
We're slacking.
double
Yeah.
time.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? You skip breedings, you do the, you
yeah. Skip
think,
breedings you
oh,
may
I'm
never
gonna
get
have-
again.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah,
dogs.
it's dope though because the evolution of these dogs is just getting better and better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
Right now, for
Oh, yeah.
a new breeder, they get in the game with a dope bitch.
Yeah.
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 I've said it a million times. Like the Frenchie game is truly in its infancy.
No, yeah.
Like if you think like bullies,
the bullies are getting
30 years
crazier
deep,
still, but,
and they're
you know,
30 years deep.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
the shit that we used to think was so dope back in the day
yeah.
looks like
Yes.
ass now.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've
yeah.
looked at like bullies in particular, like
Like
bullies
these
that back in the
dope-ass
day
bullies.
that we were like, damn.
Like I used to corrupt.
Yeah,
Corrupt was
yeah.
one of the first dogs.
Shout out Hearn.
Yeah, he had
Like,
the fronts.
He looks standard and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, compared to what's
Yeah.
now, yeah, he's standard. But at that time, he was a bull.
He was a bull.
So
Yeah.
He had those bowed out
It's
arms.
all
You know what I mean?
timing.
and that's where the Frenchie game is, because you think really Frenchies didn't start evolving. Truly, we didn't start pushing that until like 2013 when like Grinch was purchased, when basically when Joe got
Yeah.
Grinch, and that's kind of when that, I guess that style, because Joe was a bully breeder too, like a young bully breeder, and that's kind of when that style really started going. Which I mean, that's the style I would have been headed regardless, but I guess he kind of front run, that style. And Isaac's beating everybody to it right now, but
Yeah.
we're getting there. We're all working. We're all working.
There's a lot of dope. There's a lot of dope.
No, that's crazy.
Oh
though.
yeah, 100%.
Before it was
Yeah,
rare to see a cool one with fronts.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Real fronts.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you
A lot
said
of dope
a
shit
new
out there.
breeder can just come in with a new female, there's 3, 4, 5 choices that they can go with it too right
Right.
now. It's not just like, oh, I got to breed to this one dog. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many dope dogs. That
Or
Now
yeah,
they'll
you-
get a
running.
female that's like bred right. She's got.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
yeah. Shout out Bread Right.
You know what I mean?
Shout out
Yeah.
Red Right.
And then they can really
It's
kill
right.
some shit with
Yeah.
one breed. Like,
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
you can actually create something now because there's
so many pieces.
so many different types of
Like there's a lot of bloods out there now.
that people all of us put together.
Right. Yeah.
You know that you can go and I can go this route, I can go this route, I can go this route.
Right.
In either way that you can go,
Yeah.
It's
Where
like
where
everyone
where
can-
like in 2015 it was like Grinch or XB.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
You gotta go to either.
And it's like now, there's like good bully style dogs with, multiple different camps and stuff that, we've all kind of cooked up and made our own, or like you when you go down south and like, we'll mention them again, like Hub and like Hustle Hard, Moco, like that are producing, their style of dogs too. That's not like, XB or Grinch. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're producing their own dogs and stuff like that. So yeah, you can go. It's not just two different spots. And you had talked about some earlier with like exclusiveness, like keeping him exclusive. And I've touched on it a few times, but I have like a different take on exclusive, where I think the old model, and it's just the model that like we were taught, or the model that we kind of all followed, that really honestly, it came from Joe with like a certain number of breedings and like stuff like that, and keeping dogs exclusive and like
Double up.
or like the double up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like now I feel like there's no such thing as exclusive when it comes to blood.
Yeah, because
Exclusive is a look.
Everywhere now.
Yeah.
Exclusive is a look.
Yeah.
It's not a blood. So
and a production.
right, yeah. Like
What
you
the
have
dog's
to.
producing,
Yeah, that's exclusive. You know, so for me, the like exclusive business model, like I think is a dead game in my opinion.
Yeah,
You
You
gotta
know,
have
it's
something that really produces a certain look. You know what I mean? To really be, like, you know what I mean?
it's more
Down the
now.
line.
Now we're on to like the bully. You know, where it's like kind of. I don't want to say every man for himself, but like may the best dog win. It's not about exclusive. It's about who has the best dog
Yes.
at the
That's what it should be exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it should have
Right,
been.
right.
Okay, everyone, like that's what you want to breed. To.
But we were
That's what
all
you wanna
introduced to
breed for, is
that
the best
business
dog.
model though,
Yeah.
where you were like, oh, Hulk at this many,
Yes.
this
And he's gonna
price,
hold the value
this, you know,
regardless.
and it worked momentarily, you know.
A lot
It
of people that were doing that though were looking for like investments, like acting like it was gonna be like some crypto and it was just gonna shoot up even more.
Right.
And they're gonna be able to sell it or do this and
Nah.
do that. You know,
Right.
sell puppies for this much, while eventually, you know,
yeah,
like you said, the blood is used so much that
it's not exclusive no more.
It's spread out.
Yeah, it's not
People
exclusive.
got it. People, you know,
Yeah.
people got that look from obtaining it from, you know,
Yeah,
the same blood.
I know a white lady down the street that say she got Grinch blood.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
Like,
for sure.
It's
Everyone
not
got
exclusive
blood.
like that no more. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like you know,
The
Grinch blood is a.
exclusivity card is
It's
like a little hard to, you know.
yeah.
pull, you know,
That's what I'm
once
saying.
you
Like
get
now,
something.
exclusive is a look. It's not a blood. It's not a. You know, exclusive is no longer a business model. Exclusive is what we're producing is exclusive. When you want a particular style of dog, you're coming to us, and that's exclusive, not the business model. You know, so
What you're gonna get is gonna be something exclusive, something that, you know, not
Right.
everyone can get, not everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be able to touch their hands on. You know, it's
yeah, it's a look. It's something that you can.
Exactly.
It's a head turner. Head turners are exclusive now,
Oh,
not paperwork.
Yeah,
Paperwork
no, for
used to be
sure.
exclusive.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dogs are exclusive
Exactly.
now. So yeah, that's why we gotta keep producing dope dogs and keep keep producing
Always
exclusive
working,
looks.
Yeah.
Keep those exclusive looks going and keep pushing forward and keep winning.
Rich, you don't plan going at a like up here, Northern
Out of
Cal?
state.
Like, I mean,
For
to use
breeding wise,
Like
for
out of
breeding
your
wise,
yard?
you know what I mean? Out of your yard,
From breeding wise, no.
out of state,
Nah.
down south.
Nah. I mean, I like a lot of dogs down south, but right now I'm just focused on, because I'm telling you, I took a lot of losses last whole year. You know, like a lot of my females that I wanted to take the Hulk, I lost a lot of those litters. You know, so
Fuck.
like we got a new spot now, new stuff going on. So and everything's been working out these last couple litters, so everything's moving good. You know, so everything's been positive, and we're running all these same females that we ran last year back to them, and we're actually dropping litters off of them. So
Yeah.
like I'm actually just motivated to produce stuff off
To
of
build
him right
within,
now and build
yeah.
within him right now, and then all those daughters, obviously I'm gonna try and take those to other people, but there's a lot of dope dogs out there now. That's what I'm saying. Down south there's a lot of dope dogs. Cove got some dope dogs. Moco got some good dope dogs. Hustle Hard, there's a lot of dope
Hub
dogs.
City.
Upper Deck too, though.
Upper Deck, yeah.
He's been had some dope dogs, a lot of dope females, but I know he's got
Who else? Who we missing?
He lineup.
Fuck.
Who we missing down?
Fire.
Talk Hub. Who we missing down
Bully
south?
Bakery too.
Bully Bakery. Shout out
Yeah,
Bully
for sure.
Bakery.
Yeah, he's been producing some nice stuff. Been having some
Rosetown.
nice
We
stuff.
mentioned
Rosetown. Yeah.
Rosetown.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did Rosetown dirty. I ain't know that dog, but honestly, I've paid attention to Rosetown for years. So,
Yeah.
and then down south too, there's like the Genie blood, which is crazy.
Oh,
If you go
yeah.
back and you look at like pedigrees, like I used to be a pedigree Ingress nerd. You
And
know what I'm saying?
that's
3
something
a.m.
that
deep.
the game. I feel like the game's missing, bro.
What?
That's something
Nerding out?
that you two kind of
Yeah.
you know,
You know what I
mean?
me
Like
because
post-
Ingress and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys laced me up with
Pedigrees?
that.
Pedigrees, yeah.
Pedigrees.
Yeah, the visual.
Like back in the day, they used to be like ABR or IBR. Shout out to the compa George, but they used to have a website, and you could fucking go and look up like fucking Hulk.
Have all the pictures.
Yeah.
just
Have
boom,
you ever
you know
been
what I
on
mean?
Ingress?
Parents, oh.
Yeah, I remember English.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
Ingress is still, it's just labeled something
Yeah, it's
else
just
now, right?
they sold it,
But
but
they got Frenchies on there. I never.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been on there recently.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So I used to nerd out on peds and stuff. And to be honest, he'll probably hate me saying this because they're whatever. We'll chop this out if we have to. But to be honest, Genie line is very closely related to like the old like Ivan stuff, my stuff, like the original
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's like very closely related to Genie.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's all the good
most of
shit,
the
bro.
shit's
Is the
the
good
same.
shit.
Yeah.
The good shit is the good
Concepts
shit.
the same
Yeah.
somewhere or another is there.
And then
Yeah.
a lot of bloods I like from down there was Yondu. I like Halo.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Halo.
Yeah, when I was coming in, I liked that. I went and locked in Yondu too, and then he ended up passing on me. And then
I was just about to ask if you used them.
like 2-3 weeks after that he passed, our female came in and he was like, man, like.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, like the dog like ate a rock or something.
Yeah, it was,
like some
it
fucking
was
fuck
a
shit.
shit.
Yondu.
It was crazy because we went and locked him in, and he was out there, and he was playing in the same bark, you know, but he wasn't.
Oh yeah, like a wood chip.
Oh, that's
I remember
that's what's his
something
name?
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, Halo. Shout out to Halo, man. He's
Yeah.
too. He fucking was a, you know. I like that style dog, you know, and Scarlet Frenchies. I like what she got going on.
Scarlet,
Yeah, she got some nice chocolates, lilacs, you know, stuff like that. Real
Man, there was speaking of like Frenchies that like people didn't know about. There was a lady in AZ, I think it was, that I used to pay attention to.
Color stuff.
No,
it's the Reds.
yeah, I feel like
Carmelo.
Carmelo bred to it.
Yeah, I think Heartbreaker blood.
Heartbreaker shit. Yeah.
Cheeseburger was a heartbreaker son.
Yeah, man, that lady. I ain't gonna lie, that lady played me a couple times.
Tried to
I
text,
some bad stories.
Yeah, I was trying to get
text
it.
my ass too.
Yeah, so she wasn't even gonna text me, but like I was trying to get a dog from her and she ghosted.
You shoot her any money?
I didn't shoot her no bread, but like it was like right there. Like I was supposed to shoot her the bread and she just ghosted.
She probably, you know.
Yeah, backed out.
She was
I was
like,
looking back
"I'm
at
not."
Sierra's too. We shouted out Sierra on the last
yeah, the Menace blood.
the last pod, and she I was looking back at like our old DMs and stuff because I shot her the little clip of us shouting her out. That's what she posted. But yeah, I tried to get some dogs from her at one time, but whew, she was trying to get me. She was trying to get me. You know, we see.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I do it, because like,
And I'm glad you came.
if I keep going out to the shows and I keep winning all the best in shows, like it brought a lot of hate, you know what I mean? And I hate negativity. I hate all that stuff.
Because you want to deal with
like,
it a different way.
Because exactly. You
Yeah.
know, like, I'm a positive dude, you know. Like
Yeah.
I try to spread
It
positivity.
really fucks with you, you
Yeah,
know?
because
All that
Yeah.
negative.
people are like, "Oh, you won because it's your buddy's dog show," or you know, people, you know, like,
it's in your area.
yeah, it's in your area, whatever it is. Oh, my dog didn't get looked at the, you know, whatever it is, you know, and it's just like
Your dog wasn't dope.
I've won so many. I got me and Unc got garage fulls of trophies of best in shows, first places in multiple categories, you know, like, so it's like,
Who won most of those?
Hulk did. You know, Hulk won most of them. You know, Hog won a few of them. You know, the Sue's Blood ones. You know, he won some stuff like that. But yeah, Hog won a lot. I mean, Hulk won a lot of the show. And it's just like, what does he have to prove? You know what I mean? Like that's what I kind of look at it at the end of the day. What does Hulk have to prove?
Yeah.
You know, besides productions.
So I
and
love,
you know,
So I love that you said that because we're gonna touch on that.
Like I said, last year we had just had a big loss on a lot of our females taking and puppies dying and stuff like that, you know. So like we and the thing is, when you keep him so exclusive or so high like that at 15K, you know, like he's not getting a lot of use at the time because now
people ain't spending like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not only that, but some people
Even
that use them
the
at
people-
15, they don't got the dope. They're just people
Exactly.
trying to get in the game, and they're like,
Right.
Even the
Hulk.
people that lock
Right.
him in at
But
5K,
they don't got nice bitches on it.
people lock him in at 5K at 15K, they still owe 10K. In their heads, I can go spend 4 or 5K, 6K on these dogs
For a whole
and-
breeding.
for a whole breeding and save some money.
Yeah.
And then, you know, use them
Yeah.
later on down the line. Well, guess what?
Time passes.
Time passes. Dogs have expiration
Yeah.
dates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's the thing about this game, is that dogs have expiration dates. And when you're trying to create something legendary with
Oh
a
yes,
dog,
they do. That's
you
for a
know?
fact.
when you're trying to create something legendary with a dog, you have to take advantage of his time that he's here. And it's like, I don't want to have a you know, like,
Do you
I don't
feel
want
like you?
something to happen to you know, like that I could prevent from happen, you know, like basically I can make something happen of Hulk, or I could just keep him exclusive to myself and
Yes.
just, you know, like keep him, or I can fucking breed him to the world and let everyone get something off of him and be able to build their yard off of something like this, you know, like this
And
boy's
his
special.
legacy.
Yes,
His
exactly.
legacy.
The boy's special, you
Yeah.
know, like all the way around.
And his
Pedigree, looks, production.
That's something that
Yeah.
I mentioned in the last podcast. I think a stud like that caliber, it needs its productions out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean-
And that's what it is. And that's why, you know, like when
That's why I feel like exclusiveness
Like,
was a bad business model,
For
bro.
example,
Yeah,
Mr.
no,
Miyagi.
It wasn't good.
Sure.
Mr. Miyagi had like a
Sure.
10-year run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look what Crown's doing.
You know, like kind of like Valor.
Even
Roger
Valor,
kept them
yeah,
at
I was just
2K,
gonna say
and
that,
I asked
yeah.
Roger about that, and he said, "I don't want to put a limit on them.
He's an old school bully breeder.
Yeah.
Produce,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
and fucking
And
be
that,
known all over
that's
the world.
what,
type
that's
of shit.
basically what we want. We want everyone to be able to, you know, like. But at the time when it was, we didn't want the wrong people to get the blood in the
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were gonna drop it or have them at a certain price for these people because we want. You
wanna keep some
We
value.
want the winners to win. You know, we
Yeah.
had real people that invested with us at the time. You know,
Right.
so we needed them to win. You know, like
Yeah.
my boy made fucking 6 figures off that breeding. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah. We
like,
talked about
you
that.
know, other people made a lot of money off of the breedings. You know, like,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah. I'm not saying. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It's not that the approach was necessarily wrong.
yeah.
It could be better.
You know, but it kind of
It damages legacy.
It weeded out a lot of the people that were gonna ruin and water down the bloodline. You know, kind of
Yeah.
because a lot of people didn't get it. You know, because a lot of people were trying to, you know,
So
there was certain studs selling Hulk blood for, you know, a certain amount of number. You know, and
Yeah.
it wasn't something that we any of us would have approved for. You know, like
Right.
it's just different strokes for different folks. You know, like,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm not gonna knock anyone. You know, I'm gonna have everyone get their money however they get it, but it's just that's not how we roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not what we want. So it
Especially at
kinda-
that time, you know what I
It
mean?
kind of helped me out. Kind of helped Cali living out because, you know, it kind of weeded out a lot of those kind of people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And
it kind of let the people that really invested in him win off of him already.
yeah.
So now that the market's a different price, now we can I mean, you know, if we
Act accordingly.
kind of act
Yeah.
accordingly and take over, you know, and
Yeah.
keep them going and, you know, keep them relevant and keep them pushing if we wanted, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever we want to do still. Like,
And for me, in my opinion, like that's the best model because the thing is I'll go back to it time and time again. Like exclusive is a look. It's not a blood. You know firsthand that we talked about earlier is like you buying paperwork.
yeah.
Paperwork is exclusive or like it's sold as such, but it's like the dog. If the dog don't match, it don't matter.
No, it don't
So
matter.
it's like
Exactly.
that's why I'm also not scared. Like moving forward, like I'm not gonna chase exclusive or keeping my dog exclusive. Like to me, that shit's played. Like it's not, you know. And that's my opinion. Maybe some people
Another thing,
will disagree.
people would want to stick to a certain blood, and they used to tell me, "Why do you breed a different bloods?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I told them because I want these features, I want
Right.
all these different
You were
traits.
just
Line
stuck
it
on
up
that
with
mud.
And then then
Yeah.
they'll be like, "No, you need to breed to a Frenchie or
we
breed
all
to
Right.
this." And I told them like,
Well,
"Nah."
yeah,
We
yeah.
want
And that's
complete dogs.
and that's what that we talked
the
about.
Same, when you breed to the same same bloodline over and over again, you're doubling up on the good and the bad.
Right,
When you
right.
Acquire certain different.
Well, you're not necessarily moving forward because it's
Yeah,
the same
exactly.
shit to
And
the
not
same
only
shit
that,
to
if
the
you
same
pay
shit.
attention to the game, you'll see whoever's doing the same moves, they're getting the same results.
Right,
What's
right.
going to be different? You need to bring something different.
Right.
To it, you know?
Like
Yeah.
Rich says, monkey
get
see,
different
monkey do.
results.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
See,
and you see even I don't want to keep mentioning like certain people or whatever, but like you even see like I guess you'd say bigger camps or whatever are even currently like going outside of their yard and like picking up other females or
They know that they
That's
need
because
I mean,
it's
they should
time.
have done that already.
It's time. Yeah.
Should have been doing that. the
And,
whole time.
uh,
and they would have been really killing the game.
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For sure.
But that's what a lot of big camps did. They stayed in their yard the whole time.
right. It was just
they
like
did-
if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality.
Yeah, and they
because
didn't
everybody
develop
was getting money, but the thing is that money ran out. So
Yeah.
it's like that. The business model just ain't gonna last like that.
And to keep it a buck, the product didn't really change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It did never
just
evolved.
reproduced
Never
itself
evolved.
over
Yeah, it
and
never
over, but
evolved.
didn't
Also,
evolve.
in some cases, it even got worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. But now I'm telling you, within the last 6 months, 8 months, shit's changed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope as fuck,
yeah,
though.
guaranteed.
It
There's a
happens,
lot of-
bro.
there's
It-
a- yeah, no, there's
you're
a
gonna
lot
have
of
rough
new
patches
shit
like
out
that, you know what I
there.
mean?
That's just the game, and
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. You want that shit to happen. You want new shit to pop up because that's what keeps the whole game as a whole relevant, to the people.
Right.
That's what keeps us motivated.
I was gonna say that's what puts the fire in us.
Exactly,
When I go and I see a dog that I like,
I'm
yes,
fucking, like that's the fucking dog. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
sick as fuck. Like
Yeah.
I need to breed that to one of my
Yeah,
females.
I had
you know,
fucking
like,
8 bitches that didn't take back to
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So I was gonna touch on that too, where he was saying like, you know, you had that bad year
Yeah.
of like puppies dying, bitches not taking,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's like when you say that, I just think like bro, like we've all went through that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
crazy.
that's
Like
what I'm saying. It's
you know,
part of
you
the
know,
game,
yeah, like
you know?
where he's had females that not take her. Like I remember like 2022 and 2022, like bro, we was still getting money. I was still getting money in
But
2022.
Yeah, it's hella funny though. It's because it's like it all comes back to timing in the game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like when I had Hulk, like in my head, I'm like, oh, it's the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna run it up. We did run it up. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. And right now, it's like, you know, like all that whole year, we took losses and took losses and took losses, and I just feel like that was God telling us like, hey, take your time, fool. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like don't rush this.
Yeah.
Like, right now is not the time. The market's not where it's at need to be. Now this whole year, guess what?
Yeah.
We've been hitting. We've
It's
been
time,
doing
yeah.
this. It's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now God's blessing us. Like boom, here we go. We're gonna run it up with Hulk. Hulk's gonna be, you know, he's gonna be producing off all these females now that you have. That
And
you
all
invested
those
in.
productions.
That's why
you're
we want
keeping
you
right
back,
now,
baby.
Are you keeping these?
That's why we want you back, baby.
I'm telling you, Unk's just as excited as me, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. I'm telling
Shout
you
out
right now,
Steve-O.
man.
That's why we.
Shout out my
That's
boy
why we
Steve-O,
want you
man.
back.
Yes.
That's
he's
why we
always-
got him on
he's always
here.
been there.
Are you
We
keeping
want
a
y'all
lot?
back.
Are you keeping a lot though at what you're doing right now in house? Are you keeping a lot? Like,
Oh yeah, we're keeping a lot of. I'm telling you, all of our Hulk stuff. You know, we're gonna incorporate with all of our. You know, the recipe. You know, if if you've been here from the beginning, you know the recipe.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It is what
Yeah.
it is, right?
We know
here,
the direction,
like-
you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's just what it is. You know, like we. keep
Isaac got the
incorporating-
recipe.
Yeah, we keep incorporating this shit, and we keep it rocking. You know, and
Yeah.
that's just what it is. You know, like
that's something that I
That's
wish
how-
I would have done sooner.
that's how
A long time
you know,
ago.
that's
Well,
how we-
breeding into like those dogs, you're saying? Yeah.
That's how we keep it as
You know
a
what I mean?
movement
Yeah.
going and thriving. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the innovators of the, you know, of the company, you know, of the
game.
game.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
it's yeah, back to like, you know, us not being perfect and stuff like that. Like, you know, Chucho had wanted to do like different breedings back in the day, and like we would kind of discourage him to keep it a buck, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, ain't no bread. You know, we talked about it, and it's like,
Yeah.
ain't no bread in that breeding. But like, he would have been building foundation that would have set him up for the future that we kind of discouraged him on. And it's just, you know, it's learning. Like none of us are perfect. Like
We were
I'm
talking
learning the
about
game
Valor,
on the
right?
job.
Valor was 2K.
Yeah,
I bred
yeah.
to Valor. I got Dolly, Muggsy's, you know, damn.
Yeah.
If I didn't do that breeding of Valor, I would
Yeah.
have no Muggsy, no MJ, no Evil
Right,
Wings.
right.
It's crazy though, cause I wanted to go use that dog too. But
And got discouraged, huh?
Discouraged,
I actually
no,
bought a
yeah.
Valor. Remember, I bought like a Valor son or a Valor grandson or something.
Yeah,
Remember?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up selling it. It was dog shit. Or no, not son, female. But it was, yeah,
Yeah, so
whatever.
I ended up
So I actually sold it to Sal.
I ended up breeding a Valor because of Sal. Yeah, he pointed me in that right direction, and it.
No,
kinda
remember you
worked
came to
with
check
me.
out Muggsy,
Yeah.
and you were like, damn, he's dope, but I can go breed a Valor for 2K, he
2K.
told me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I had
It's
Muggsy
like-
at
that's-
6K.
that's-
I still-
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
Still
a
got
that's
Valor
like a
locked
power
in.
move.
Do you?
know?
Yeah.
Is that dog still alive?
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still
Is
alive,
he?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Still spinning
Still,
too.
is he?
I was thinking about
Dang,
using
sound like me.
With Valor? Yeah.
thought
That's
about
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I
he
do wanna go
produced
there.
little
He's a
bulls,
good
bro. He
producer.
produced Fat Joe. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Fat Joe's a little
Nice
bull.
face.
You know, like
Yeah.
if somebody had him that that could promote him, just because
Like
when I
the main stud, huh?
when I promote a dog and then I promote Hulk next, it's like
Was Boss Baby a Valor
you know
son?
what I mean?
No.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
That's
He's
XB.
That's
He's
XB.
XB? Yeah.
XB. That's a fuck. I forgot who's he off of.
Yeah, me
Might
too.
be off
So
of.
he's
I bred to him though. I never got nothing.
Yeah, but he
I
don't
actually
look-
bred
He
Lulu
don't
to
look
Boss
like a
Baby.
Prince look,
No.
though. He looks like
off Prince?
I think he's off of
He
Prince.
think he's off Prince.
I bred Lulu to him.
Did you?
Yeah, drove down to LA and bred Lulu to him for. I stayed there for 2 days and bred to him. Didn't take.
Didn't they? Yeah.
You know who bred to him too was shout out T Exotic Creations.
Yeah, yeah.
He bred Bane's mom to him, and he lost the puppies, but they look good.
Oh, for real? Damn. Bane or after
I
Bane?
think after. I'm not quite sure, but he
Was Bane alive already or no?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, so good thing they didn't because maybe his direction changed,
Yeah.
and Bane, as Hulk is Cali Livin, Bane is Exotic Creations.
Yeah. It's crazy how stuff can make you, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
What's the
That's
stud-
the
What's a stud that's made you?
That put me like on the map. Well, even De Niro fucking.
Dinero.
got
I was
hella
gonna
love.
say. I swear to God.
Like I was
gonna
new
say
breeder.
that right now.
That was my second breeding, and that shit kind of.
was De Niro off of Seuss?
No.
Nah,
he
he's
was
that
off of,
Isabella.
What was it?
Isabella Tano?
Flex.
Flex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's a Charlie son.
Yeah.
My Charlie daughter.
That's where the heads come from, bro.
Yeah.
Big old heads.
What's crazy is like I remember the name,
It's not the
but
Isabella
because
one,
of
huh?
because
Yeah,
of who that
no,
dog
he's a-
was,
Like,
I didn't pay no mind to it
Yeah.
because of who that dog, because of where it came from. Yeah,
Like people were showing me love, and I was like, that was my second breeding.
that's crazy,
I
huh?
know breeders tapping like old school breeders, like, hey, that boy's dope.
So you know,
You can do it multiple times. If you stay consistent,
Yeah.
you can do it multiple
That's
times.
what-
Yeah, if you guys feel about my stuff.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Well, yeah, you
It's just-
you
we felt
sold
like-
more dogs that made people than you know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Than people can create, that have created.
I heard that.
Consistency is key, bro.
I heard that.
Breeding-
And that's what he
And
just
you
said
keep
though.
the
That's the
lifestyle.
goal.
Yeah,
That's the goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that
when you're able to sell those types of dogs at that caliber, and
That's what
not-
keeps relevance.
Exactly. Not worry about it and be able to keep. Then it's like, okay, I'm cool.
for me,
You know what I
the
mean?
whole
Like,
as a
I'm
breeder,
here, like
I want my productions or my
to be
stuff
that, yeah, standard.
to help you elevate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make-
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To at least put you up a little bit.
It's all about keeping relevance. Like
You know what I
I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm the first person. I had a Frenchie before any of you guys,
yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
And-
I'm the last person.
and I'm still, and I'm here still.
And I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what it's about. It's about relevance. It's about continuing to
Yeah.
produce nice dogs.
Exactly.
Whether it's the best in the world or not.
No.
Of course not. We're all in competition, and I'm building just like y'all are
That's
building.
just- That alone is just, it's like you said. Everyone's opinions, everyone has them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thrive in that because I believe Hulk is the best in the world.
Yeah.
When I say that, like I feel like I'm the hardest judge on myself.
100%.
Me
Sure
too.
everyone else here is the same.
Welcome to the team.
You have to
Welcome to the team.
critique yourself
You're
to
not-
the highest.
you're
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
That's why we're here.
Exactly. You have to critique yourself to the highest to be able to produce. To be able to consistently produce that. Quality and.
Yeah, once you get comfortable.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
you're done.
That's
For
when
me,
you're done.
I'm-
That's when you slow down.
I'm hella
like-
hard on my dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There is no comfortability.
Yeah.
No,
You
yeah,
I'm never
that's what saying.
comfortable.
If you do get comfortable, you're
Yeah,
done.
I'm never comfortable.
Yes, exactly. You just got to keep on thriving on that, and then, you have to, you manifest that shit. This is the best in the world. My boy's the best in the world. I look at it every time, and I look at him like, damn, nigga, like. These other dogs, you think they competing with you? And I'll be like, nah, they ain't competing with you, bro. Like, you this big, bro. You know what I'm saying? You that.
No, it's dope as fuck that you're getting
like-
something out of it though too. Though, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's
No,
dope as fuck.
Like, and that's the thing is like now that it's so. Before, it used to be like, okay, there was cool dogs everywhere. Now it's like, damn, there's dope dogs at certain spots that you can go to, and there's, like,
Yeah.
you can go and get some nice shit off of that shit.
You know what I love about that though? We know them all.
Exactly. No, that's
We know
what I'm
'em all.
saying. Like from Northern California to Southern
To SoCal,
California,
yeah.
to Texas, Chavez Bulldogs. Whatever. Like shout out to Chavez.
Yeah.
Like we have connections.
I need a hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, no. Bro,
I need to be
I've
put
been
on the motion.
and I've been on the homie about that.
I feel like we getting a little motion over here, and I need
We
some.
that.
I need to
We
represent
we
the
need
motion.
package, the whole
Yeah.
squad, shit.
Yeah.
I've been on him about that.
Rich
I'll
need
pay
it.
for
I
it.
need it.
We'll
Yeah,
pay
I
for
told
it.
him too.
Yeah.
I told him too. I said,
Yeah.
send me.
Less
Yeah,
friends,
whatever.
more motion, baby.
Yeah.
That's a
And
fact.
then what's crazy
That's
is
a
that
fact.
it goes back to, that he did big things with that blood out there.
No,
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
hey,
saying.
but
We
listen,
need to have some more
I see
blood
where
out
Chucha's
there.
going with this. Go ahead, Chucha. Say it. Where'd it come from?
It comes back to you.
Yeah. the
Comes
one
back
I
to
sold
you.
To, Chavez. No, I didn't sell it to Chavez.
Yeah.
I sold it to, I think, someone he knows.
But you sold it out there.
He bought a dog off
Yeah.
of that, and he,
Yeah.
That shit did well in Texas, bro. That shit
It ain't no
There's so much
secret.
money to be touched in
Oh,
the dog
yeah.
game. That's where it's like.
You know what I've been saying, Rich, is that they're like, why you doing this, or why you go to Texas? And I told them like, bro, they ain't buying dope on my block no more.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go sell dope in Texas. I'm trying to go sell dope in Florida,
Out of state.
and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 2020 to 2023. It was easy to sell shit
Yeah.
on my block.
Ain't no one had this crack.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's like
couple pictures.
now, like we said, exclusive ain't the same no
It
more.
was a couple
Exactly.
pictures and deposits sent.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
before it was like, hey, if you don't drop the deposit,
I got
it's sold by
You gonna miss out.
Straight up.
You gonna miss out.
you know?
Yeah. So, Yeah, we trying to we're
that's a whole nother part of the game, bro. Is expanding your brand. You're expanding your kennel and working and networking and that's the whole thing with with Hulk too. Is that's what we're gonna try and do, bro. We're gonna try and make him legendary around the world, not just California, bro. Not just Northern California.
That's why we here, baby. We here to revitalize that.
Yeah, exactly.
We here to revitalize that.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We all push dope dogs for that same reason,
Yeah.
like we've been talking about this whole podcast, that's what it's about.
And it was dope as fuck what you did when you brought him out that he's open for stud, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
That was a good sales model right there.
That's what he is, and at that time, that's what a lot of people,
And it's crazy though.
A lot of people
you kept it real. I seen a couple, you know what I mean?
Like, that ain't never happening.
I seen a couple comments and you kept it real, you know what I mean?
No, exactly,
Because at the end of the day, it's your dog, you know what I mean? You could do what the fuck you want with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Remind me. What do you do?
Because I put like some stud fees, like for a Band-Aid, and a lot of people inquired and were thinking it was about Hulk and stuff, but it was never about Hulk. It was
You're saying recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
posted the picture of all my studs because and off the leash shared it, and it was just popping,
Right.
About it
Yeah.
this and that,
I thought you were talking about initially when he initially
I already
brought out
know
Hulk.
That's a promotion
comments
thing.
out like,
That's a
I thought he was the
promotion
best
thing.
dog in the world. Like talking shit.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
a promotion thing, like.
See, that's my bad. I don't be paying attention to
Guess
shit.
how many, comments.
I didn't see none of that.
Yeah,
and
it brought
shares
you
and
hella- it
views.
brought you
Yeah,
hella
exactly.
traffic.
Yeah.
It's like when they
Hella
posted
traffic,
Evil Ways and hella people
And
were
I'm
saying
telling
that's a
them no,
bully mix.
like.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I like hearing that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
But it brought me hella traffic.
And
hella people
that's what I'm
tapping
saying.
in,
There's multiple ways.
I don't even want to say, but
promote,
sooner or
too.
later, they'll be
know?
coming to breeding those dogs.
Yeah, there's multiple ways to
Bully
promote
breeders.
and to
Yeah.
to get your
They're
brand
coming.
out there and
yeah.
to get and you can catch an eye in an instant.
That's the hype that I'm on right now because I've been relevant as far as productions for years now. I'm not saying I'm the fucking best. I'm not saying whatever. There's plenty of dogs that are better than the dogs that I've produced or whatever, but I've produced nice dogs consistently. So now the hype that I'm on is like a personal brand hype. That's what I'm here. That's why I'm here with a fucking camera in front of me and a mic in my face, is because I'm trying to innovate. Because like before, where I would always say like, bro, I'm a terrible salesman. The only reason I do well is I have a good product. But I've told you that.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a terrible salesman because I don't lie. I don't lie. I don't sell dreams.
Yeah, a lot of people think you're a dick.
And it's like,
He just
but
keeps it real.
now I'm on a personal brand hype where I'm trying to promote myself. Also, we're like, before we'd be like, game, or like, oh, like, people would come like, oh, Stats will give you some game or whatever. And it's like, now I want to kind of broaden that to everybody, where everybody kind of sees that side of me, where, where they're like, oh, Stats is a dick, or Stats is cocky, or Stats is whatever.
Going to be able to do that.
100%. That's why we're here.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
They're going to see you.
Exactly. They're going to be able to see all angles.
They're going to see the real,
all
the real stats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people need, bro.
Yeah, I'm not an ass. I just care. I
No,
just
it's
care
just-
enough to say. I just care enough to say something ain't it when it ain't it.
Yeah.
And then another thing too is like, I'm also man enough to
If you
say
ain't
when I'm
like that,
wrong.
though, then you're slipping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you ain't like that, then
Yeah.
you're just doing yourself a disfavor.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have to be like that, and you have to be hard on yourself. Because,
Yeah. I try to be.
That's how I be my kids.
That's-
You know what
yeah.
I mean? I be hard on my kids like that. Because I want them to be better than me. Like,
And that's why we are who we are.
exactly.
That's why we're still here.
exactly. Yeah.
And that's why we're gonna keep rocking. And that's why yeah. And that's why I fuck with you. And that's why I hope you fuck with me.
Oh, bro, I wouldn't be here if I didn't, brother. Trust
Yeah.
me. These people right here, and there's only very few people I fuck with. That man,
He's
I'm
good.
telling you,
He's good peeps. I known him for a
He's
long,
great
long
people.
time.
He's great people.
Shout out
bro.
Steve-O.
He invested
Yeah.
in me, which I'm telling you, when I was going through a rough time, and we brought it all up, and and where we're at now, we're gonna keep it going, and
That's real love.
He motivates me just as much to keep it going as
Yeah.
I try to do him, and we just. Like,
And I hope
all
you
of our
getting
all of our families had sacrifices from it, and it's like it's a beautiful thing seeing the success that we've had, and you know what I mean. And that we're gonna be having, and all that, you know what I mean, and the people around us are having, because we love to see everyone win too,
Right,
Like,
right.
what it's
That's
all about.
genuine.
that's dope as fuck that your family helps you, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's something I wish I had, because Man, I'll be taking
Oh,
so many
yeah, my
vacations.
Out here,
mom,
dolo.
my girl, my sisters, my brother, they all
Shit,
for
we've been.
birthday, you
Hey,
guys
we've been
know
to the
what's
Cali
up.
living
Yeah,
booth.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We've
you
been to
guys
the.
know what's up, but we always come deep, bro, and we always fucking, you know, all of our cousins, Danny, you know, like everyone comes through and helps out, you know, and they all show love and support us to the fullest, and you know, like bro, you know how it is. Like
I just hope this shit puts some fire back into everybody. Like that's,
No, for sure.
I'm telling you, like I'll keep touching on that every fucking episode, bro.
Yeah.
I promise. That's all I want
Oh,
is
it's
just
coming.
to put the fire back into everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially put the fire back into the people that I care about. You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
or whatever. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know, and like not to be whatever, but like, you know. You're not the only person on our list, but you were the first person on my
Yeah.
list. You
No,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
You're the
for
first
sure.
person I was like, after we did Isaac, I'm like, man, we got to get Rich. Like, I hope Rich does it, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
and
no,
like, I want the
and
fire
that's
back.
what I'm like, man, like what are we gonna, you know, like I was telling you, like what are we gonna talk about?
We gonna
You know
talk,
what I
baby.
mean? Like I know we're gonna talk, but like, you know,
Yeah.
me, I just keep it real. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, like I mean, I know understand like we can talk dogs, but it's usually not, you know, third person or whatever.
Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's just, you know, us talking dogs and we can keep it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's,
ain't no
it's a
camera.
beautiful thing.
Ain't
Yeah,
no
it's
camera.
Exactly, ain't no camera, you know,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
that,
cheers,
you know,
boys.
How we can keep
Appreciate
it so
you coming, Rich.
positive and oh yeah, appreciate you guys having us, you know.
And I'm gonna keep it real. This motherfucker's taking a natural. You got this.
That's how you
Yeah.
gotta do it.
Hey, this ain't the first time I put a mic in my hand, baby.
Nah,
He
yeah,
said
yeah.
spit flows.
Yeah, you feel me? Once we get off, I'll show y'all. Once we get off camera, I'll show
telling
y'all the last song I recorded. You'll be like, oh shit,
When you
Stats
guys
actually
are-
did do
when,
that.
When it's genuine,
The one
though,
you
it
sent me?
just comes off. You know, it just comes off how you know how it should. You know, and that's
Yeah.
another thing is like that's how I know it's it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I know when certain shit's real. That's why I fuck with you guys. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? That's why we all fuck with you guys. You know what I mean? Like that's why we're here. You know.
And
what I
even
mean?
when stuff like, you know, maybe fucking
It's my
business model
it's my
or
only
something.
Day off 6 days a week.
Yeah, and he's here, and he's here.
Yeah, I'm
That's
saying,
dope as
like,
fuck.
Yeah, this is my day off. My girl wants to be at the club right now. Fucking.
Damn,
you
at the
know?
club?
Yeah.
You know what's up?
Yeah.
Having
Popping
a dream
bottles?
day and night out or something. Good
Yeah.
dinner, but we're
Let's
here,
go.
You do what
know,
you want
like,
when you
yeah.
popping.
Exactly. You do what you want when you popping,
Yeah.
and we here, man. You know.
Hell yeah,
Shout
nah,
out to girl.
I appreciate you, and on that, I think we kind of touched on everything we need to touch on. I don't know if anybody else has anything to go,
Yeah.
but
If
I just
there's
wanna-
anything you could tell somebody out there, a new breeder,
New breeder.
a
breeder.
newbie, what
Stick
would
to
you
bro? This is what I did.
give him as
This
advice?
is what I did. Stick to your vision. Don't matter what it is. Stick to what you like, and you're gonna win. When you stick to what you like and you perfect it, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Whatever you're trying to do, it don't matter what the next person wants, what the next person needs. It's what you want, you know. Like especially if this isn't like a money grab thing for you. If this is like a real hobby or like something that you're passionate about, you can just be able to perfect something that you want. Like say I Chucky was the dog that I wanted, and I think that I got the closest that I'll ever be able to get with Hulk off of that, and that was that. Just that in general was a huge milestone for us and accomplishment, and like we're forever grateful for that, and that's why we need to make him a legend, and we need to make him, what he needs to be. So
Yeah.
that's what
Keep
keeps
that
you
legacy
guys
going.
thriving. That's what keeps everyone thriving to be able to keep going.
Yeah.
Like Sat said, you're one breeding away. Everyone is
Every
one
time.
breeding away to be able to have the next to have the next man. And it's not what the next man thinks though. It's what you think. You promote your dog the right way, you're gonna win. You're gonna make money. It's all a part of the game. There's so much money in the world to be going around on the dog game that
that's actually something I want
it's
to touch on.
endless,
Yeah.
we have to come back. We have to come back and do
yeah,
it.
we're gonna do part 2 for
Yeah,
sure.
part 2.
But that's something I want to touch on too, real quick before we go. Is that I think a lot of people don't get, and I hear noise all the time, this and that. But like, let me tell you firsthand to the camera, there's enough light for all of us, okay?
Exactly.
Just because the light may be, I may be getting a little more light right now, or I may getting this and that. Like, bro, there's enough light for all of us. So, keep that hater shit, like, keep it to yourself, bro. Because
bring yourself down.
yeah, we stronger together. I try to tell everybody, we stronger together.
Oh, for sure.
Don't hate
That's
me,
a
baby.
fact.
Love me.
That's a fact. Because eventually, not everyone's gonna have. Like I said, that money. that people want to invest is people want to jump the gun, and people want to just
They want that
spend.
right now.
So whenever you know, if I don't got it, guess what? One of my brothers got it. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm gonna
and
point
it's
you in the right
same
direction.
sauce. It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
I told you
we're
that a
all
long
working
time
with the
ago.
same blood.
Remember, I've told you that a long time
Exactly,
ago.
yeah.
I said, I don't care if you don't even fuck with me.
Yeah.
I'll point you in the right direction if you have a question.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, you know, because I know right here, everyone wants to see each other win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone wants to see each other, you know, just
Thrive, baby.
thrive
And
and
it's
thrive
dope
in
as
this
fuck
game, you know, and
that
it's-
they're seeing this.
and it's because it's
Yeah.
a cutthroat
Four
game,
big
bro.
camps that got their names
Yeah.
colliding like this. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
And it's all love, bro. It's like it's really all love. Like even if you know, I mean, Rich was on top of the world for a minute
Yeah.
with Hulk. You know, like really fucking like Hulk was the fucking man.
face
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
You
not
had-
saying he's not the man, but I'm saying he had a time
You had
where he
color
was
breeders.
really
Oh, yeah.
banging.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
Fluffy
you
breeders.
ain't
That's
never
why-
you ain't
that's why
never
I
you ain't never hear me hating on Hulk.
Yeah.
Or you ain't never hear me hating on nothing like that. And I feel like we do get that like from other breeders and stuff where it's like as soon as somebody starts getting some light, like they want to hate and like it's like, bro, it ain't about that. Like,
Crazy because they'll point out one flaw in the dog.
bro, yeah.
It's like your dog has like 10 flaws.
Yeah, yeah.
Pointing out one
thing
Or
flaw.
just hating. Like right now, you know, for instance, like personally, like I'm almost feeling like some hatred on the fact that like I'm being out there like personality wise, and it's like people
Yeah,
don't
no.
like seeing that, and
No,
it's
no, no,
like,
you gotta be you.
come on, my guy,
Yeah, you gotta
like
be
you know what
you.
I'm saying, and I try to say like, bro, it ain't on me, it's in me.
I'm on their
Yeah,
head.
don't be mad because I'm me.
Yeah, and the
Don't be
thing
mad
is-
because I'm me.
Like the thing is, like at the time when Hulk was on top, you know, like it was so much. It was so crazy, bro, because we got so much love and support from everyone. We would run it up with everyone, bro, and
Hell yeah.
everyone would show love, comment, you know, like
Yeah.
the whole bit, you know. And then like, it's just like I feel like when you win and win and win and win and win, people start like they start. That's what built the fucking negativity. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, damn, like
And you know
like,
what?
I feel like
Yeah.
myself
They get tired of
exactly,
seeing
and
And
I
you
feel
know-
like myself, like okay, it's time for me to do something next.
Yeah.
It's time for me to take Hulk out the ring. It's time for me to produce the next motherfucker.
That's what I
You
want
know
to see
I mean?
from. That's what I
So,
want to
like,
see from
it's-
Cali Living Kennels.
Like that. That's the thing is like it's time for me to step it up and to start getting these fucking litters to hit.
That's what
and-
I wanna
and
see.
To be, you know, and to thrive and to be the next thing.
Pretty
you
much
know what
just
I mean?
stay in the lab.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
stay in
exactly.
And not only do I want to see that, but like, bro, I'm rooting for that.
Yeah, no.
I
for
want you to
sure.
win.
And that's
'Cause whatever
what I
you
mean. And
produce,
that's why
I wanna
always
come
listen
use
to
it.
You guys. That's why I always ask you guys certain questions, and you know, like I like these are the guys that I always ask. You know what I mean? Like, well, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that? You know, like what breedings? You know, well, who do you think we should take him to? You know, like we were gonna take her to Damien, and then he was like, no, you think Butterbeans? You know, like throwing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, fuck, I think that too. If we're gonna throw that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Isaac
just
over there giving game.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, and that's why I really
That one's in the
genuinely
hit.
luck with these
That one's
certain
in the
people.
hit.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
gonna hit. You know what I mean? We're gonna.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And like,
That stuff will fuck you guys
Yeah.
collabing like that.
and just to leave it
No
off,
hate,
like
you know what
I'm
I
rooting
mean?
for everybody
Bro.
right here, bro. I'm rooting for all of y'all.
All of
and
us,
and
yeah.
if I wasn't rooting for you, I promise, like
And
like I said, like you wouldn't be here. Like, and I'm not trying to say like whatever, but
We're
like
rooting for them.
yeah, like
We rooting for them.
you know what I'm
That's
saying.
it,
I
too.
fuck with y'all, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're doing this because
It's crazy, though.
I genuinely fuck with y'all.
Yeah,
It's crazy
no,
how
exactly.
you know you guys got your thing like me and Stats when we fucking collab.
It cracked
It
up.
hits.
Yeah, no, that's
Fucking
how it
hits.
is.
Mostly on his end.
We got
Mostly
a
on
female,
mine.
I'm telling you, we got a female that I'm gonna start busting out, bro. Like her
Yeah,
name's H2,
that's what I like
bro.
to hear, baby.
Her name's H2, and as a puppy, she was crazy. Oh, I'm telling you, she popped again. She's crazy. You
That's
know
what I like to
mean?
hear.
I'm gonna bust her out. I got plenty of females that work.
That's dope as fuck, though.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, that's what I want to hear,
And it's gonna be-
and that's what the
it's
people
so
need to hear.
nice,
That's why
bro.
we're here because, to be honest, like I said, you know,
the evil ways
the
down
page
there.
is the page has taken a hit
Yeah.
from dog promotion, and that's why I want to bring you back here. We
Yeah.
want to hear that you got that
Yeah.
shit.
And
We
that's-
want to,
like,
and
that's
I
the
want to
thing.
get you back posting. I want to get you
Because
back
that's
in
the
that.
thing is like I always held myself to a high standard, so I never. The one thing I hate, bro, about promotion is I hate posting the same pics, the same videos,
Right.
And I just haven't had the time in the day to go and to actually be a stats.
Well, send
Can
your
I-
girl.
Can I get you?
Send your girl. You know, we'll
No
get some
stats.
pictures.
Can I get you? I usually do that, but
Yeah.
right now
Why
we
you
got
say
a couple
no?
litters. Right now we got a couple litters, and
Yeah.
she's been whelping the litters while I'm at work, and it's just been I get home at 4:00. She makes me dinner and fucking, and I get to go to, take a shower, go to bed, and wake up and do it all again, and
Yeah.
6 days a week. So it's like, damn. And she's doing
Just
that
making
and
time.
doing the dogs, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot,
Well, I'll pull up. All right.
No, I know.
We
no,
gotta
I-
get this
I need
shit
to do that.
popping.
We need to get a little situation.
I'll pull
going,
up.
man, 'cause
We
I
gotta
got
get it
plenty of-
popping.
I got plenty of dogs to promote, bro.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just the time.
You need to stop
Alright.
cooking.
Yeah. Next
And now-
weekend or the next couple weekends when the sun pops out and the rain's gone, because I know the little honey badger seen his little shadow, so I know
Yeah. Those coming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna make it happen for sure. 'Cause-
And speaking of promo,
yes, sir.
we
Shout out to
have
Milk Boost.
shout out Milk Boost.
Follow them at Doggy Milk Boost.
Yes,
on
follow
Instagram,
Milk-
Facebook.
Yes,
TikTok.
follow them on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Doggy Milk Boost. This right here, I've personally used, and it will have your females flowing. If you're having milk issues, you will no longer have them if you add this to your feed.
Yeah.
It is the ingredients are has an herbal boost, which consists of fenugreek and brewer's yeast. It has flaxseed, black cumin seed, milk thistle, and basically peanut powder for taste. Goat's milk for the probiotics and sweetness. So if you're having milk issues, you'll have them no longer if you mess with Milk Boost.
Yeah, I used to give my females a fenugreek by itself, but this is a little bit of everything mixed in one, and it does wonders. Guys, give them a follow and give them a try.
Shout out Milk Boost.
Shout out Milk.
Thanks for
Doggy Milk Boost.
sponsoring the pod.
The iPod,
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
episode 2.